Hey guys, what is up? We are back again for some Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut. Third part as well, as we done two extremely long streams as well, totaling up to about 7 hours. So we've actually covered all of the stories completed for Gamma, Big, Amy, Knuckles, and Tails. So now we are back to actually going to finish off Sonic's story, followed by the last story, and then everything to do with the extras. Hopefully in all this will be done in this part. So let's actually get started.
Time for some supersonic speed!
Okay, I think we're good. Alright, let me get comfortable as well. Okay, so
select your character.
and we also got Tails as the narrator as well, since he was the last part that we was actually on playing as. Alright, so as you can see, Tails 100%, Knuckles 100%, Amy 100%, Big the Cat 100%, E102 100%, and now we're going to be doing Sonic, which is currently at 45%. So let's actually get a reminder of what actually happened last time in Sonic's story as well. I'm Sonic! Sonic the Hedgehog! Oh no! It's Amy! What, I have to run into her right now? Whenever I go, danger seems to follow. She doesn't seem to care about that though. Follows me anywhere I go, so I have to protect her. A bird? A bodyguard? Well, now that I can handle, but, I wonder if she's involved in any trouble again. Okay, so my voice was fluctuating so much there. It's like, it was going good in the beginning, but then I felt like I suddenly turned into a girl. Whenever I voice act, I feel like my female voice comes out there. But yes, so she's... The last part we was at is that we was over here, and then we saw Amy coming behind her, and she wanted to see where we were, and then she wanted me to protect the bird as a bodyguard, and I said no way. And pretty much we're just going to probably, I guess, walk with Amy. So I'm guessing this is whereby Amy and Sonic's walking around, or probably Sonic trying to get away from Amy. So it's evening already. Rush hour will start soon. I should just go home. Okay. So probably it's around 5 or 4. Oh no. As soon as the sun sets, I just automatically head this way. It's not my fault. My feet have a mind of their own. So we know that this lady is craving for casino, and this is her own son. My mom wandered into the casino again. So it seems as though, like, even her son is very worried about her mom. We'll fight till you drop. I don't know how much, but I do know we gotta try. Something good is bound to happen, right, Rich? Yes, so now we're currently in the phase whereby there's a strike on Station Square's train station, which has been happening in the other stories. This is the lovey-dovey couple. Let's see. La la la, we're in love, you know, so nothing's really changed. There isn't really any updates to these guys as well, isn't it? So if I can actually talk to the female, there we go. Oh no, I'm so embarrassed. Okay, I suppose you are embarrassed. Okay, so let's see now. Nobody's not at the beach right now because apparently it's just coming down to being the evening time. I'm the hotel manager. Call me anything you need. By the way, the best place for a date around here is Twinkle Park. They're having a couple special. That's it. So it goes to show you that that's a hint. That right now there's a couple special right now going at Twinkle Park. Okay, so can I turn the camera here? No, I can only turn. Okay, there we go. The camera won't go all the way around. What do you think I should say? I saw your boyfriend with another girlfriend, perhaps? No, I can't just say that, can I? I don't think we actually covered this part here. So, there's an affair going on at Station Square? I don't think we actually covered that. No. We'll fight till you drop. We have to stand for our rights. Oh, are you a customer? We're on strike. We're protesting for better working conditions and may become a long battle. The train's on strike. Now my dad has no way to get home. Oh, so now you can't. You're just gonna be waiting there. Hopefully you can get home soon, girl. There's no reason to go to the station. They're on strike now. You can't go anywhere. Okay. Let's go to the news sales stand lady. What she says. Extra, extra. A huge flying object is heading for Station Square. No damage to the city yet, but residents are panicking. An investigation is underway and rumor has it that Dr. Robotnik is responsible. I hate that egghead. I'm sure we all do. All we do, yep. Gotta have to have a villain that we hate. The perfect villain. Oops. I saw it. A bird flew out of the flying ship, and I think that girl with the pink hair took it with her. Yeah, so he's responding to Amy. I can't believe a huge object like that can really fly. You're telling me. Let's pretend we didn't see it, okay? So they're talking about the egg carrier that happened. So a large object, and it's kind of unknown as well. So now we have the scene whereby she is in love with the burger, and now she's still nervous. So let's see. I'm too nervous to even move, but that's not taking me anywhere. I gotta be brave and take another step. So I don't know if we'll ever get the conclusion we'll see. Looks like something happened outside, but I gotta watch the shot. I've got no idea what happened. So he doesn't really concern about the whole steering fact, but she is still trying to make a move. And I think in the end she doesn't even make a move, but we'll see. Oh, it sure fooled me. It's just the statue in front of the burger shop. I hear it goes on trips sometimes though. So the girl's still talking about the statue in the burger shop. Does this guy have anything? If you believe in yourself, you've got nothing to fear. I guess it was just a statement the guy said. Let's actually go back. There's nothing really in the sewers, so there's no point going there. And I guess we'll just go to Twinkle Park since there's a couples free, as what the guy said at the reception desk.
No problem. He's just a chunk of cheesy hardware.
Oh wow. Hey, the Ultimate Sonic Gamer, how's it going?
Huh?
Look here. It says cute couples get in free.
Cute couples, eh? Sonic and Amy. I mean, they'll just have anyone to come in and they'll think everything's
Amy?
cute.
Wait.
I mean, you can't really reject people by saying like, oh yeah, you're an ugly couple. Get lost, you have to pay for it. That would be like bad customer service if they just rejected couples based on their actual appearance, regardless of who they are. Okay, so we are at Twinkle Park. So this is the 5th action stage for Sonic. We have done Twinkle Park for Amy, and then also for Big the Cat. Tails, Knuckles, and Gamma doesn't go to Twinkle Park, but this is pretty much the best stage. And it's really... Oh, I can't jump out, can I? No, I can't jump out. It's going somewhere, yeah. I can understand. It's going somewhere. I mean, it's a Sunday. Well, for you, it's a Sunday evening. So, I guess the next morning for you will probably be school or work. So, hopefully, this little session in the stream will actually help you out before you get ready to go to bed and do the work you got to do tomorrow, man. But yeah, I just started recently with the stream as well, so you didn't really miss much. But yeah, I definitely love this stage so much. I like the interaction with certain Sonic Adventure stages is that they have different explosive starts. It's not just running out and just going to run to a certain place. They always have these set pieces of going in a car, in this stage particularly, and then it gradually works it out to be better and better. Oh, that's nice. So you've been working on your mod for a few hours. How did that turn out? Any new updates around that you've been working on? And now we're at the end of the kart course. I don't know why it does that. Like every time you jump off the cart, it makes you stand at the edge of the center circle without touching anything. You have to push up. I think that's kind of a glitch on their side because, you know, generally once you pop out of the cart, you should go straight down the hole right away. But here we go. Now we are on the ground. We're going to be hitting this checkpoint as well. There is a little shortcut here that you can take and go over these gates, but we're just going to go the normal way, really. And we're just going to hit the bowling pins as well. But we don't actually get it. So basically, once you've actually got the hit of all the bowl pins, you actually get a certain sound award, and then a lot more rings do come out and stuff. Oh, nice! You just finished the first running animation. Cool. And that was due to you doing it on the characters that you for your Roblox character, your OC Roblox character. I remember Tangle. Is it Tangle from last time that you did on that? Did I get? No, I didn't get a strike. We got more rings though, because we did strike more pins, but no strike, which is unfortunate. You can actually spin dash into it, and then we are in the merry-go-round with a lot of spikes, but if you actually jumping correctly, you can actually get a ring, a couple of rings, and some bubble shield. Okay, we're into the next checkpoint here. So now we're on the starting point of Amy's stage. So remember, for Amy's stage, there was a speed-ups, but there's no speed-ups here. There's only a couple of rings here at this point. And then as you go around, it seems as though the monkeys are still there, but no switches at all, because we're not going to go inside that door into the mirrors. So we're going to go a different pathway. Oh, so your character's name is Zeke. There was one Zeke I knew, but it was from a show called Zeke and Luther from Disney XD all those years ago. That's what the name Zeke reminds me of. Alright, up we go. And we got a walking spider. That walking spider reminds me of the spiders in Mario 64. So there's a stage in Mario 64 where they have those walking spiders in that cabin area. If you guys have played it, Super Mario 64. Very interesting that they had that feel. But yeah, naturally we're just going on top of the castle. And there's a lot of circulation going around to show the amount of 3D environment that's actually being poured in this stage as well. And also, I'm just gonna drop down again to actually get the special, so the invincibility. So we can even drop down even here, and then we can actually gather more items here. And also we can get another invincibility here. So there's a kind of a glitch as well. While there's an animation music going on for one invincibility or anything else, like if you've got a speed up shoe or anything else, and you do grab the invincibility, then it still keeps on playing. It didn't play there. It seems as though that the first invincibility wrote off the second one, so we didn't actually have an extended period of time around it. So that must have been a glitch. But other than that, oh, I think there's a life up here. So if you go around the back, oh wait, is there anything here? No. So there wasn't anything here. It's just rings. But yeah, there's a life up here though. So go in the spring, and then you jump backwards to actually get a life up here. And you cover up these platforms, and now you can go around. If you actually tap on these stritzers, you can actually get the line of rings, and you can actually do a light speed dash on the rings as well. Oh, your name's Zeke. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm not too sure how popular these stuff go in terms of doing like fan projects and having your own thing and stuff. So maybe you're probably the expert when it comes to how well your project will go and how much views you're expecting in terms of the popularity of the channel and stuff.
Yes.
And then we are done with Twinkle Park. So it's one of my personal favorite stages in this game. There's a lot of context of a lot of different things you can do with the stage, a lot of fun, amusements around it, good aesthetics, and of course the freedom of 3D, whereby you can navigate in multiple different directions this way, the way how you wanted to play it and stuff, and there's a lot of shortcuts as well, which I didn't attempt to do, but there's that. Which fan projects have you seen that's gotten really popular actually?
Oh shoot! I've lost Amy. I bet that robot hauled butt after her.
It did,
I
yeah.
better catch her before it does.
So now we're on the chase of getting Amy or finding Amy, because maybe I've kidnapped her. But yeah, you're right. Sonic Robo Blast 2 did get popular, which, yeah. Alright, so before we actually go to find where Amy is, we are actually going to take a detour to Twinkle Circuit. So we have done Twinkle Circuit with Amy and Big, now it's Sonic's turn, and I did say this is one of the better kart races to play as because Sonic's really fast, and also he's not got the best handling, but at the same time he's got his top speed is really great. I think he's like the second best kart racer in this game, just behind Knuckles. Oh, hey Basperms, how's it going? Long time no see. I had to actually change up my time schedule. I know that I've done the times of the streams a bit more earlier than usual, but I've actually decided to change up my time schedule so I can actually do longer streams. But yeah, how's it going, man? How's your weekend been? But yeah, I actually do like playing as Sonic in Twinkle Circuit just because that it's got a nice fresh speed, and it's not that bad. I think it's just really fun, and I appreciate having a mini game like this. Yeah, I'm doing good as well, Asperms. So the last time we left off, I actually did go to finish off Death Row, and I completed the whole game. And then I've just started off doing the Sonic Adventure DX playthrough for the past few days. So this is my third day doing this game, and we've totaled off about 7 hours of doing it. There's an animation called Team Sonic Adventure, which is really well made and it has a really original character. Team Sonic Adventure, is that something that is like a Sonic Heroes fan project? Or when you say Team Sonic Adventure, does that mean like you have like multiple characters playing together? Is that what you're trying to say? Because I haven't heard of that one, but it sounds like it's like a team-based game. My highest time was 37 seconds. Kinda. Okay. Oh, I think I hit continue by accident. How's the gameplay like with that game? Like an open 3D Sonic game? Does it have the boost?
Welcome to Twinkle Park.
Okay, let's get out of here and let's try and find Amy. Alright, so something just appeared out of nowhere. That's on the grass. So it seems as though you need to go to it. Whoops. A weird looking robot? Yes, I saw it. It went into that big building. Oh, okay, so there's a big building right there, so it seems as though that's where the robot went. Someone dropped their ID card. It's from a company in that big building over there. Oh, it's a sprite animation on YouTube. Oh, my bad. I wasn't actually reading it properly, so I thought it was an actual game. But it's an animation. Oh, okay. Cool. Is this girl still waiting for her father? You know what? If the trains aren't running, my dad can't come home. Dad. And she's still waiting for him in the night. Wow. Well, with the ID check, we can actually go in here. And this actually presents our next action stage to try and find Amy. So now, this robot is in Speed Highway. So this is our next action stage. So, our objective is to destroy the capsule and rescue the animals. It doesn't actually talk about finding the robot in terms of the animation, but, well, we'll just have to do what we've got to do by getting the capsule destroyed. So, to take care of these guys, we can actually drop down this glass here and take care of these robots here as well. There's some extra stuff here as well. Was there any items there? No. Okay. It was just rings. Yeah, I love Speed Highway as well. It isn't my personal favorite as what a lot of people say, but I do encourage that this game, or should I say this level, has really fast speeds to actually show the purpose of Sonic's gameplay, which I just missed the thing. Oh, and I missed it again and I'm jumping! I missed the speed up. I love that moment when you actually speed up, generally. And I think there's something here. I think there's a speed up here. Yeah, so there's a second speed up at the back here if you do miss up the first speed up item. So, we're going to collect this as well. We're actually going to get the bubble here. And we are taking care of some of these enemies here. Alright, but we're going to have to take this shorter path. And we're going to go through this little tunnel here. Which, I like how it curves left and right. So it kind of represent your movement of your left analog stick. So you tilt it left to right and stuff. And there's different pathways here, but we're going to take the upper pathway because it does have the speed up shoes here, so we can actually avoid most of this platforming and actually speed through this as well. Your top 3 Sonic levels are Cityscape, Speed Highway, and Green Hill Zone. I actually do like both Cityscape and Speed Highway. There was also a Speed Highway was representative in Sonic Generations. Cityscape, I'm kind of surprised. Actually, no, Cityscape was a representation of Sonic Generations. Yeah, so both of them were both Sonic representations in Sonic Generations for Sonic Adventure. Green Hill Zone, yeah, also was a representation of Sonic Generations as well. So, yeah, you pretty much got all of them. The scene reminds you of Crash Bandicoot. I wonder which part are you talking about from which particular Crash Bandicoot game you talk about? I can't really. Oh, are you talking about like when he's running away from like the bosses? All right, here comes the iconic scene. Wrath of Cortex. Oh, that game brings me back memories. I actually love Wrath of Cortex. I know that the Crash team wants to get that game erased because they call Crash 4 Crash Bandicoot 4. But yeah, I love Wrath of Cortex. Hey Kiwi Raspberry, how's it going, dude? Yeah, Green Hill is a classic level. I definitely agree with that. My best Green Hill invention around it was definitely Sonic Adventure 2 when you get 180 emblems. That's my favorite Green Hill, personally, for me. That's what I love. But yeah, how's it going, Kiri? Oh, missed the life up, and I've lost all my rings, dude. Not good at all. I don't know why there are lots of robots that are trying to get after Sonic as well, especially in the daytime as well. Is this because he's going fast? Oh, that's cool, Kiri. I'm doing good as well. We're just on a third part of playing Sonic Adventure. I've actually covered most of the other stories, and now I'm just on Sonic. So I've kind of done an interesting playthrough of this game, because usually most people just do Sonic first and then complete everyone else's, so it kind of becomes a chore that you just miss playing Sonic and stuff. But I decided to evenly spread out everyone and decided to do everyone else's story first and then doing Sonic's story last before doing Lost story of Super Sonic. So I wanted to do it that way, because I think it's a much more refreshing take of the playthrough that everyone does, because usually people just go from Sonic from first to last, but I actually like doing it this way. I was also thinking of doing it in Japanese and voices and stuff, because that would be interesting as well, but then I think it's much more relaxing just to talk with you guys and then also listen to it in English as well, so I don't miss out on anything, and also reading the text. So we didn't actually see Zero, and we didn't actually get incorporated a cutscene there, but I guess we have to try and find him somewhere in Station Square now. Okay, so I'm going in again, now what? I managed to get this fun, but now what? So she was staring at him, and she was still in there as well. Hi sir, no matter who's staring at me, I have to do my job. I'm curious, are you playing the Dreamcast mods? I've been wanting to play, but don't know whether to play base or modded. I'm actually playing the base version on the GameCube version. I'm playing Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut. This is personally my favorite one. I know a lot of people always love to talk about the Dreamcast version, and they use the Dreamcast mods to showcase the models of the Sonic version, but me, I have actually recently played the Dreamcast version, and the thing is about the Dreamcast version originally for the original Dreamcast is that every time you hold up, it tilts the control stick to the left, so Sonic doesn't move straight upwards. He actually tilts left while moving, whereby the GameCube version is pretty much perfectly fine. If you go up, you go up. And not much people actually cycle that and talk about it, and it's actually a game problem itself. It happens with Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 on the Dreamcast, unfortunately. But yeah, there's no mods I'm using. No mods at all. The only thing I've done as well is just upscale the image to 1080p. So there's certain blurs with some of the textures as well, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, usually when I play Sonic Adventure, I usually go with the GameCube versions for both of them. Primarily because of the extra modes that Sonic Adventure DX has, and Sonic Adventure 2 Battle because of the multiplayer. I play a lot of the multiplayer on Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. That shit is really great. Oh, you played it on Steam? Yeah, I've actually had the 360 and PS3 version, so the PS3 and the 360 version is the same, right? On Steam, so I played that as well. But my personal preference on my favorite is the GameCube version the most. The worst part is nobody feels guilty. I don't understand why you two are so angry. Try to relax, okay? Can you believe it? He was seeing another girl. I can't believe it. Oh, was this the lovey-dovey relationship couple? And now this girl has exposed her? Oh, they exposed the affair? Oh, okay. So this was kind of the part whereby they was in the hotel room here and they were talking about how lovey-dovey they are, and now they actually been exposed by it.
Amy? Oh man, where can she be?
Yeah, this Sonic Adventure DX has Sonic 1 Game Gear included as well.
I'll cut him off at the Mystic Ruins.
Alright, so now we see an animation whereby Zero is carried off with Amy, so we're gonna have to go to Mystic Ruins. That girl must be Amy, the one who lives downtown. Sonic, please, you gotta save Amy. So, Amy lives in Station Square? I did not know about that.
The train headed for the Mystic
I thought
Ruins
she was visiting here just for vacation. Much with the other characters here. But apparently she lives somewhere close downtown. So let's go to the Mystic Ruins.
Let me go, you hunk of junk! I mean it!
Hey there, Bulk Brain.
Thank you for the follow, Kiri Rosary.
I'll squash ya.
Thank you so much. Oh, and I love that line as well. You better give Amy to me or I'll squash ya. That's my personal favorite line in this game. There's so much energy from Sonic showing
Hey,
that.
what's happening here?
Oh, and here's the egg carrier. Just in time to save Zero from getting his butt kicked.
Stop!
The thing I don't get about this is that he's going up. Can't Sonic just follow him as well? With the light? That's one thing I don't get. Like, why didn't you just chase after him while he's getting pulled up?
Lost her again.
Or unless the cutscene isn't showing it correctly, whereby he gets instantly teleported right away. That's what I'm thinking. So game logic there with the cutscene there. Alright, so we're pointing to here, so it must mean that we need to go here. We're shocked that ship flew by us again. It headed towards the mountains. Alright, so there's a hint there to say it's head towards the mountains. So that's where we're probably going to need to go, to Red Mountain there, shortly. It flew up towards the mountains. Who the heck is flying that thing? Maybe it's an alien from another planet. Now, I'm just imagining things. So, it seems as though not these guys are very familiar with Dr. Eggman, really, essentially these adventures. And they just think it's a UFO. Which is interesting. But, let's roll our way down. And look at that, I'm just rolling, and it's just picking up my speed. I love that reference, really. Kind of gives itself the classic vibe, whereby when you're rolling down the hill, you get more faster. Did you see that flying battleship? That was cool. I wonder who made it. It flew up towards the mountains. I wonder if I should have followed it. I always thought she lived somewhere else. Yeah, that's a good perception. Sunset City, where Sunset Heights is set in Sonic Forces. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I do see that as well. We need to destroy this monkey as well. Let's see. Was I just talking to this guy? I can't even talk to him now. I'm just spin dashing right into him. Yeah. So I pretty much spoke to this guy as well. So let's actually go and get this power up here. So this is the thing that we need to destroy the monkey with. I forgot what it's called though. Is it Ancient Light?
This is
Yeah, it's the Ancient Light.
Try the light speed dash toward the enemy. With this, you can now do the light speed attack.
So instead of running straight into doing a home attack, now you can actually light speed into the enemy. So the enemy can actually see you actually do it. So pretty much, imagine if the light speed attack can actually be done across every enemy in the game. That means that the enemies, like the Egg Viper or anyone else, can't actually dodge Sonic's attack because it's actually being done in light speed action. That's one thing I didn't get. Like, we had like OP moves and upgrades, but they never really explained that you can keep on doing it over and over again. Because like, if we have light speed attack, then we don't really need supersonic, right? Because the light speed in action is going to be hard to dodge for even Perfect Chaos, for instance. Oh. But yeah, so pretty much we're chasing after the egg carrier and trying to capture it to rescue Amy. And we are in Red Mountain. So Red Mountain, another stage I love in this game, whereby it has a vertical start, whereby you're actually going across the mountain, and then at the half point you're actually going back down the mountain into the cavern. So it actually has a stretch of a vertical position. So there's multiple pathways again, as you can see, with shortcuts here and there. And we're going to be here at the first checkpoint, and we're going to hit this switch here and go even higher on this rocket. Which, of course, these rockets actually make a debut in Sonic Adventure 2, especially in the Knuckles and Rouge stages as well. But we're going to keep on going higher and higher and stuff, and then we see some iconic enemies from previous classic Sonic games. But you can see that we have circular motions of running around in this environment, and also there's a lot of little secrets and pathways before you go around, because I can get this speed up. And also there's a thing whereby you can go up this little hill here and actually collect some more stuff here, which includes a life up as well, and take a little detour here. So yeah, a lot of really cool little secrets and hidden features you can do, and have optional ways to actually complete in this level as well, while having some decent platforming ideas as well. The second part of the stage is a lot more faster though, I must admit, when we get to it. But yeah, I'm going to grab this Naval life up as well, so that makes a 31 life up. This game is very generous in terms of getting life ups as well. Oh, I'm actually pressing the action button instead of pressing the jump button there. Oh, I can't get up there. Okay, we'll just take this pathway. So I was supposed to press the jump button to actually jump on it. Okay, now we'll just use the rocket instead. And we're nearly at the top here before we start going down. Got some rings here, and then we're actually going to avoid dodging this. You can actually do the light speed attack against these guys. The only thing about the light speed attack at times is the fact that sometimes it does kind of glitch like that. The only thing you have to do is just press the up on the left analog stick, and then it will start correcting itself. Because if you don't use the left analog stick at all, it will start spinning around the enemy. But yeah, it's good at dealing with multiple enemies if you don't want to use the homing attack. So, and of course, I could have took the shortcut to go the other way, but instead I'm just gonna roll down and go this way, naturally, the preferred way. And then we're gonna go up one more last time to the highest point of this mountain, grab this life up here, and in this part we can't actually go all the way to the top. There's an invisible wall, so we can only go on these ladders, and I think there's something here as well. Yep, there's a little ring box here, and now we're gonna start sliding down now. From the whole time whereby we was going up, now we're going down, and now inside the depths of the mountain as well. Music has changed. The movement of the level design has changed. It's much more faster. It encourages you to go even more faster to actually get out of here. It's really steamy hot. So it represents a different level design around it. Since more of it, the other one was more platforming, now it's less platforming, and it's just more speed incorporated with this one. So you see more areas whereby you're running more faster than ever before in this part here. And I think this is like our third checkpoint we've entered. So this part here, we get some platforming, but at the same time, we're back into the running as well. Whereby a lot of it is pulling up on us as well. There's a shortcut as well whereby we can eliminate by skipping a lot of this stuff. And that's just done order in the beginning, whereby you go into the top area and you can just pretty much skip this whole part, but I forgot to do it. And as you can see there were some people in that jail. They look like robbers or criminals. We're going to take this path. We're going to take the left path instead. So we're going to skip most of that part, and then we can get up here. Missed the ring box. I think if we take the left or right dash panel, we can actually get out ring box in midair. But the middle path doesn't. It just goes on top. Over. Use the light speed dash on these guys. So just press up, and then yep, there we go. And now we're nearly at the end of the level as well. Here we go.
Yes!
That's so good. how much score did we get? I think we get over 5k on this. We got a lot of rings, and oh, we got over 6k. So the more rings you get, the higher the score you most likely get. Ring score is really important as well. So make sure you always have your rings to get a higher score if you ever want to do the score attack, which isn't a part of any of the missions in this game if you only want to do mission B or mission A. So egg carrier is going, and there's no way of us catching India. Wait, what are you crying about? Oh, and Sonic is on his way with Tails. Tails to the rescue. So remember, in Tails' perspective, Tails sees Sonic from a distance, and then he starts talking to Tails. Now we see him from Sonic's perspective, that Tails just comes to the plane and he has the theme song, but then and Sonic's also saying like "ready to roll, chap." So you see more voice lines interactive with Sonic to Tails than Tails. Tails is kind of like just the guy that is driving the plane. So now this is our second time doing Sky Chase Act 2. Nothing's pretty much different. So we did this with Tails on Tails' story, and we're doing this again with Sonic. So there's nothing different. Oh, that sucks. Did you at least try to save your progress when you were doing your mod? That's messed up, dude. But yeah, preferably when I do this stage, I just pretty much hold the B button, the action button, for the homing, and just shoot everything that comes by. That's what I do. I don't really button mash it in these rail shooting sequences. I think it's just more accurate to do that, and you get better accuracy. Usually I get accuracies around 60 to 80%, depending on how well I've done. The only thing that really bothers me about this stage is just the fact that these things come out of nowhere. Especially when you're really close, sometimes it's hard to dodge them when multiple of them is coming at the same time. Other than that, it's all good.
So far, so good.
So this is the halfway point, whereby Tails shows his new part of changing the tornado. So this becomes a different, sleeker design, whereby the actual tornado can go more fast and handle these really high turrets. That is pretty much the purpose of this. And now we'll be able to pretty much defend ourselves against the main cannon from the egg carrier as well. You can actually take these out. There we go. Yeah, it's just these little mines that shoot out of nowhere. Oh, you tried but it's corrupted, so you're back at square one? Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I used to have problems when I used to edit videos a long time ago. That same purpose as well. I had like a shitty PC back then. I tried to edit videos on my older YouTube channel, and stuff like that used to happen to me. That used to really annoy me, whereby like, you know, a lot of hours of work and a lot of freezing and stuff, and then editing software just crashes and you have to go back to square one. I'm glad that PCs nowadays can handle stuff like that, and there's always like auto-saving functions for certain programs if something does happen like that. So even if you get screwed over, there will be a certain point you can go back to. Yeah, so you do have at least the texture save as well. But yeah, best of luck to you as well to try and get that back and running on your side as well. Oh, gotta dodge. I have to watch out as well, because I am nearly dead as well, which sucks. If I get hit by this big beam, it's over for me as well. I think it does about half of your health, so I'm gonna have to be careful. Okay, there we go. So let's see what the percentage was. 66%, not bad. I've done better, but it's not bad. I don't know why it shows a ring count there, because we're not even collecting any rings in the sky at all.
Alrighty, we're in.
Alright, we're in.
We gotta land on the egg carrier.
Whoops. I forgot something.
What's that?
There's no landing gear in this mode.
What?
So this part is actually exaggerated even more. Tails just lands on his side and his perspective, so you don't really hear those voice lines and stuff.
Wow, this thing is really huge.
It is huge.
No time to gawk now. We need to find Amy.
You're right, my friend. So here we go.
So he actually does respond to Tails here, because remember with Tails' one, Sonic ignores him, and then like he says something else, and Tails is like, I hate when he ignores me. He actually listens to Tails this time in this perspective, unless there's another cutscene that has both Sonic and Tails talking about it. Also, I don't know why this music comes up, because this is the actual music to the final boss between Sonic and Eggman. And get a load of this. He says this as well during the actual final boss. We get to see a different change to the egg carrier. This changes the shape, so you get to access different parts of the stage. Oh, so he does ignore him. It's this part.
I hate it when he doesn't listen.
Okay, so it happens again. So this was the part whereby Sonic does ignore Tails. Which is funny, because it's a common thing when someone talks to you, and then you say something, and then they just ignore you, and then they just start with a new conversation. So I always get where Tails is coming from with that.
Bring it on.
Alright, so we are needing to go to the front part of the ship, and the sky deck entrance is open. So this is going to be
This must
our
be
next
the way
action
to the
stage.
sky deck.
Yes, it's really funny. I've always loved that part of the cutscene, because it's so relatable. Alright, so we're in the 8th action stage, Sky Deck. Let's destroy the capsule and rescue the animals. Alright, so we are sliding here first. And then we get this kind of cool aspect. So in order to levels of Sonic, we was always running from back to up most of the time. In parts of Sky Deck, you're actually running right to left. So it feels like a perspective in a 2D Sonic game in this level. So naturally you can go here, but we're going to take a different pathway now. So we're going to go this way, if it allows us. Oh, the jump is really difficult when you try to do that. Can I actually jump this way? I just want to see. Oh, okay, you can. I want to see how far it is. But yeah, now we can't go that way, but it's really difficult to actually reach that platform. But yeah, that was a different pathway we could use. But we're just going the normal way. But we can go even higher. So if we go higher this way, we actually reach another limit. And we actually got a life up here, instead of going the bottom route. Go slap Eggman in his ugly face. Oh man. I mean, at one point in the cartoons, there was a point whereby Eggman was trying to harass like a beautiful young lady, and she got slapped. I think this was in Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog in the 90s. So he did not like that, or when people did refer to him as being ugly. He thinks himself is really attractive. But yeah, instead of going all the other way, we're gonna grab this life up, but we're gonna take the shortcut route. Also grab the invincibility. So there's a way, so instead of going that route, we're gonna go a different route. And then we're gonna go up here. We're not gonna get hurt by the spikes since we got the invincibility. The ladder always does that. We're gonna jump up. Oh, nearly died there as well. Now we're at the bottom here, but we can't home attack against these guys. And now in this section here, we're in the 2D perspective, but rather than running on this part, the cannon is shooting directly at us. Which is not that bad anyway, because as long as we're just running at normal speeds, it would never catch up to us. However, if you are at any point whereby you're in the acceleration part, when you're just about running up, you will die off. So if I did stand still and start running, then any shot there, yeah, we would definitely die off. But now we're in the second part. And also, yes, Sonic in the 90s was crazy with a lot of stuff with the cartoons and everything around in Sonic, especially Adventure in Sonic. I really love that cartoon. But yeah, this part actually is a part that is reminding of us from Sonic 2. Sonic 2 had, what was it? Was it Flying Fortress Zone? This is pretty much depicted that part, Sky Deck. Is that it's kind of reminding of Sonic 2's Flying Fortress Zone. Of the enemy, the cannons, and all this other stuff. The only difference is that Sky Fortress Zone is a lot more harder than this. Way harder. Okay, so now let's get up. If we can actually get up here. Okay, there we go. We actually got life up as well. Let's collect these rings, and also you can see that everything is falling apart as well. Everything. Okay, so let's get going. Let's get moving now. Oh boy, everything's going. We need to speed up as well, or else we'll just die here. Okay, there we go. And then in this part, we just need to shoot the rocket at the cannon's focal point. Oops. See if it pokes it here. Okay, it's going that way. One cool thing I like to do is I like to do the light speed attack on this level because there's multiple cannons all around. Only problem is though is that they're always, let's see, not this one. Let's go clear here. So we can actually blow everyone up here because there's a lot of cannons. The only problem is though is that when you try to, oh boy, that was a huge wind as well. So in this, you get frequent winds that will blow you up and there's nothing you can do about it. So you have to kind of be careful as well. Okay, let's see if we can get back up again. Oops. Okay, this is dangerous now. We got no rings. And we died. Yeah, the Ring Fortress Zone. That's it. Whoa. Those little red things on the ground, they actually help you from the ring currents if you do start falling off. So I can do this here with the light speed attack. Oh, it didn't actually block on all of them. Let me see if I can start here with the light speed attack and get a lot of them in. Maybe it might be... There we go. It's actually blocking on too many of them. If I get lucky, I can get a lot of them going. It looks really cool as well in terms of the animation here. So there we go. Now we're getting something. We've got about a 5 chain there. I like to use on this part here. The light speed attack. You can get about 10 of them in a row. Yeah, that's my favorite part of doing this in Sky Deck, is just using the slight speed attack on those enemies. It's not like how it is in Sonic Adventure 2, whereby you can actually get combo chain links of certain score points when you actually are home attack number amount enemies. Okay, we need to speed up now here. Uh-oh. Let's take this path here. Oh boy. Okay, there we go. Now let's see if the rocket does get lucky and actually turn this way. Usually it does turn this way, but it's always going that way for some weird reason. Delaying the process even more. Oh, okay, now it's turning left. Okay, so let's make our way to this point here. So, oh, is it only going that way? Okay, it's gonna turn this way? Yes, it is. So you shook it, and now we're in the next part now. So this is the final third part of Sky Deck in terms of its transmissions. And we was at this part with Knuckles when he was doing the treasure hunting part. Knuckles had to change the ports of the ship where the wind flow was coming. This one is just pretty much just wherever you are, it changes itself in terms of the wind. So we see an adjacent camera angle. That's how the game's supposed to be, to show that it's all rocky and windy and stuff. Which works out well. So if we hold onto this, not jump here, we allow to keep on holding onto it, we're going to get a life up here. So that gives us a free life up from the death we had earlier. And in this part, you can pretty much just spin dash jump here, you don't really need to go through there. And then over here, we can also kind of spin dash jump and try to ignore all this part. Kind of glitched out at that point, but it's rather just to speed things up rather than doing all of that process. Gone under the ladders and then jumping back and forth. And then from here, it's got that 2D perspective again, whereby you're just running really fast here, back and forth. Now, I really like this part as well, where we're going down really fast here to show the speed of what you can do in Sonic Adventure here. No speed ups though. You can't really get speed up sure. But we're at the end of the level now, which is nice.
Yes.
Only took us 5 minutes and 50 seconds. And also, every time we keep on going to a new level, it becomes more longer. So, what was this? Was this
Yeah, not bad.
stage 8? I think this was stage 8 as well. So, we got, I think, 2 more levels or maybe 3.
Is that it?
It might be.
That's a
Let's
good point,
check out the
actually.
bridge.
He could be changing the ship's angle while they're running, because at the same time, Knuckles is finding the pieces of the Monster Emerald at the same time. So that's a good point there. I never actually thought about that. Alright, so that room is closed. Let's see if this room is... Okay, it's closed. Also, the hot shell should be closed as well. Yep, it's closed. This is closed, and the only way to get here is using the hammer or big to actually step on the switch. So now we need to go back to the top of the ship, because that's where Amy should be. Alright, so we see Amy along with Dr. Eggman.
They're too late.
Which of course, he wasn't really after Amy, it was just the birdie. Because we've seen this cutscene a couple of times now on both Tails and E102s.
No way!
So, just to grab the Chaos Emerald.
Be gone, all of you! This is all I really need.
It's for the Froggy.
Gamma!
Yeah, boy!
What is your wish, Master Robotnik?
Oh, that was glitchy there.
Get rid of these pests! Show them what you've got! Aye, aye, sir. And don't disappoint
It's hard to tell what Knuckles is looking for, because he's still stranded with... he's nowhere near to be found, because Sonic and Tails got out of Skydeck much more faster than Knuckles, while we're fighting E102. But yeah, this is actually more easier than the Knuckles fight, because of the fact that anytime you touch him, he gets hurt. There's no clashing at all in this point. Let's see if we can do... Oh, we could actually... Okay, that's interesting. So if we charge our spin dash, it goes back to him. I did not know that. And if we jump as well... Oh, we can do the light speed dash I have as well. That's interesting. Wow. I did not know about that. We was actually invincible in that boss fight. So this is naturally what should have happened in this fight as well, that Sonic defeats Gamma and he's broken down like this. This is probably the true context of the perspective.
Out of my way.
But Amy always saves Gamma from getting destroyed by Sonic.
He helped me.
This was also covered in Sonic X as well.
Okay. Whatever you say. You must have your reasons.
I mean, Sonic's more understanding of Amy for Amy defending Gamma as well, which is all good.
Hurry, the ship is losing out.
And this is the only line that Tails had throughout everything that just happened,
Take Amy and
because it's not really Tails'
What about you?
perspective.
I'll find that Eggman and put him out of
He's just a sidekick at this point, which we don't see the next part. So the only part we see now is Sonic running away. Tails and Amy flying off is on Tails and Amy's side, and then E102
Are you
shows
okay?
with Amy talking as well. That's on Gamma's side as well. But we can still talk to them here, but they haven't gone yet.
carrier's losing altitude.
So these are the lines here, and
Auto recovery system activated.
he's just recovering right now. So they're getting prepared to actually get ready.
Go to the captain's room.
Okay, so we have to go to the captain's room. So we need to change the ship.
If I'm to continue, I need to change this ship back to its original shape. There must be a switch somewhere on the bridge. I've got to find it now.
Alright, let's go try and searching for it now. Alright,
If you turn this switch on, wings will appear on the floor.
guess we have to go up here. And this looks like the captain's room here.
The switch to transform the egg carrier is somewhere in this room.
And you just stand on this ship. And we see a switch here. And this must mean that it's going to change its shape back to its original form as well.
Emergency alert has been cancelled. Resuming monorail operation.
Nice. Alright, let's get back out. Oh, another hint.
Robotnik ran away toward the front of the ship. Hurry up and catch him.
Is this light? It's giving us a lot of hints. So you're never confused on what to do next. Alright, now we have catched up to Eggman. Let's see what happens. So, he's already transformed. So, with Big,
Oh no!
Big was here
Not
first.
again.
And Big saw the transformation. Sonic is too late and doesn't see the transformation
Same
yet.
beast?
Oh yes! Attack Sonic now!
And now he's gonna attack Sonic as well.
I must say, Froggy!
If he's your friend, I'll help you. Just leave it to me.
Just leave it to me.
The Chaos Emeralds. There's only one more left to find. I even found Chaos's missing tail.
I personally think, yeah, that they should have been much more bigger.
Man.
Chaos 6, Chaos 4, Chaos 5, because Chaos 7 is this huge god-looking thing that is like the size of towers, but this one is still not even that big enough in comparison to it. It feels very incomplete. This should probably be the size of the egg carrier, really. That's what I personally believe. Chaos 6. Alright, now he's sucking it up. But yeah, when I said this part, the last part, when Knuckles had to fight Chaos 6, Dr. Eggman was throwing all this stuff on the ground. Which... Oh, you can't throw it at him? Wait, can we throw at him? Let's try again. No, you can't. So, you can't throw all this stuff at him. The only thing you can do is just blow him up. Really. Alright, now we just have to dodge that. That is strange. Like, every time I try to throw this... Oh, there we go. So when I did throw it that time, it did freeze him. So you can't do it. I thought only Knuckles could do it. There we go. And if you put it into a point whereby he actually eats it up by walking towards it, he can get frozen right away. Oh, there we go. Now he's done.
Hey, I'll play with you some other time.
Interesting enough, the Chaos 6 boss fights last quicker than the Chaos 4 boss fights. Chaos 4 is just delay after delay when you jump in on the leaves, whereby Chaos 6, well, you can just keep him freezing him by throwing those items into him, those robots, or whatever those are. Which, if we didn't have those, then there would have been no way to defeat him.
Hey there, Knuckles. Glad you finally made it. I thought you got lost or something.
Yeah, so now we see Sonic and Knuckles come through. Now Sonic is going to chase after Eggman and does probably the dumbest thing ever in his entire decision in Sonic Adventure. This is like the dumbest thing. He thought he could actually catch Eggman this way. So far up, dude. No plane, no Tails, no Knuckles helping him in the air. He decides to do the thing and then probably suicide jump, which I'm kind of surprised that he's still alive at this point. And funny enough, these guys are all up in the sky and somehow we are in the jungles of Mystic Ruins as well.
Where's this?
Which is interestingly enough happening. But something has opened up in front of our eyes though. And we didn't really interact with this most of the parts in this game. The only time we interacted with this is collecting the 2 stones for Knuckles, and we did open up the back way at the back. But before we do that, it seems as though this light is showing us the way to go inside it.
I think it's trying to show me something.
Which Sora's gonna follow. But yeah, this stage has a lot of images that shows what's going to happen in the next part, or should I say the future, or what's really going to happen in the Lost Story. But you can see this mirror here, that's the Echidna, and you can see the snake thingy, which actually it shows here. So it has different designs around it that pigments what the ancient parts of it is. You see more Echidna stuff here, the designs of it, the murals. So this is a historical figure that definitely shows what's going to happen. It's a good historical figure for it to show. And now we're going to go inside. And this is the 9th action stage as well, Lost World. The highest action stage of the game for everyone is usually 6 action stages that people have. I think Tails has 6 action stages. But other than that, we're way beyond 6 action stages. And we're on our 9th action stage for Sonic. Alright, and now we're going to go in this little cool pathway whereby we're going to go left and right, curving up and down and stuff. I love this part here. So up and close and personal with Sonic here. Alright, firearms away. Now we're in this little spiral thing. Whereby the things are pulling up and then flames. Oh, we just have to dodge it. Alright, nice. And now we're back here again. And the music's really flowing well with it as well. Oh, didn't make that platform here, but apparently there's like a weird speed up shoot item here if you go here, which I don't get really. We've got all these platform section. There's no way to speed up here really. We're gonna use most of it by just platforming, but we did hit the checkpoint here. Guess over here. Other than that, there isn't really much to cover there to actually have the speed up shoot. That's why I thought it was a weird placement that they actually put it there. I think it would have been better to have a life up there, rather. But we can jump on the snake now since we've gone it higher. Okay, grab the ring box here. Now we're pulling through. Okay. And we have to jump up here since we will need to hit one of the switches. We need to hit 3 of the switches to actually go and get that door. Higher and higher the way we go, we will find the other switches. And every time we have to activate these switches to make the water level go higher as well. So before, actually we can just grab this. Before we grab that switch, what we're going to do, we're going to go around with the snake because there's another platform next. If we don't use it, it's over here. Okay, it's over here, yep. Which actually has the life up and this, and then now we can jump back on the snake again, and then that's where we start off. And now we can actually go here and actually activate this switch, which is the green one. Okay, now we're gonna activate the water level higher and also go for the final switch to open that door. There we go. So we could run on the snake there, but I prefer just to take the safer route and just relax and just wait for the snake to come to that destination of activating that switch instead. So this one is definitely more platform oriented this stage. Less emphasis on speed for the most part, even though there are speed moments in this section. I would say that it gets more exciting in the later parts, but this is more calmer, where you don't really do much, you're just waiting. It's more of a puzzle thinking level than anything else. I think this is the most puzzle level thinking. So you're just pretty much relaxing. And there we go. Now we're at the end. And we're just going to grab this ring here before we move on. Alright, there we go. So in the next part, and I remember when I was young, I used to always die in this part. I used to get so close to the edge and just randomly die off. But now I'm just hugging the left wall. And now we are in the mirror room, whereby we have to get this and shine on the mirror so we can light our way. Right now, I'm just gonna get rid of the shield, the ring shield, and I just want to have it like this, so I don't need to. And I grab this bubble. Bubble is fine. I don't mind the bubble shield, but I don't want the ring shield. That sucks up the rhythms here. Okay, so now we got two pathways. We can go forward or left. I'm gonna take the left pathway. I'm not gonna grab this, and then we slowly just do this part here. Oh, okay, so I have to not jump right away there. I haven't done that pathway in a while. So I have to kind of just wait and time my jump there. I can't just like automatically jump. We'll try that again. Okay, so we have to also watch out for the flaming arrows that's going midway across the screen as well. Oh, okay, cool. So everything's good now with your character? Oh, uh-oh. Okay, there we go. And then we wait for that, and then we do it again. Whoops. Oh, there we go. That time it rotated differently that time. The rotations there were so weird there, that time. For some weird reason. Like, the first time it was rotating one by one. But now it just rotated one, and then the other one had to delay in the rotation there. And it nearly made me die there as well, which was funny. Okay, that's cool though. Oh. Hopefully you're able to just do mini saves from now on before that does happen again. Alright, and now this is like a fast action sequence whereby the boulder is now chasing us. If we go from left to right, we should be able to get all the items here as well. Yep, so we got the rings, and then the ring shield, and then I think there's one more. No, there's not one more. Is there something on top as well you can get? No. I don't think we can get to the top there. And now we're in the place where Knuckles are for getting the pieces of the Master Emerald. So as you can see here, we're in this room whereby Knuckles is collecting the pieces of the Master Emerald. And we're gonna have to make our way at the top here. So, usually I go this way first. Yeah, it definitely is a Indiana Jones styled theme to this game, for sure. But yeah, you just have to step on these switches, and then you'll be able to walk on these panels here. Just have to watch out as well. Jump over this, get the checkpoint. We're gonna... okay, we don't get hurt by that. Okay, now we can go through here. Oops, camera. Thank you. Step on this to go on the side again. Controls can feel kind of weird when doing this, because you're used to just holding up most of the time, but now you're moving left and right here. Okay, avoid these. Drop down here, and we're nearly done with the actual level now. Alright, now we have to use the light speed dash to go across these rings here. And actually step on the switch here. There we go. And release. And here we go.
Yes!
We're in the room whereby it shows all the murals. And it's also going to show the cutscene of showing these murals in action as well after this result screen here. Top score is going to be sucky because I did die, unfortunately. So we're only at 3k in terms of total
Yeah,
score.
not
Could have
bad.
gone probably about 6k if we didn't die. But that's a 45th emblem. And as you can see, it's pointing us to this mural to show the events of what happened in the past. And you get more of the action as well. And this is really important that we showed the cutscene here after doing all the other stories, because this is
Whoa,
probably the
what's
most
this?
accurate cutscene before the final boss does happen. There's gonna be a Knuckles the Echidna TV show coming soon. I didn't know about that. I've heard nothing about this new Knuckles the Echidna. The only thing I've heard of is Sonic Prime, which that's airing right now. But I've never heard of Knuckles having a TV show. That's interesting though, that they actually are giving a TV
What's
show to
this
Knuckles though.
place? Where am I? This is really weird.
So now we're in the past, and this is the part whereby all is lost, and this is when the war actually has happened between the Echidnas. Chao's all fainted. The cow is down.
Why did this have to happen?
So they didn't listen to Takao and they used the power of chaos. This is what happened.
It's terrible. I must stop this now.
I didn't know Jacksepticeye was in that show to voice a character. Who does he voice as? Well, that's the end of that.
What was that all about? I don't think I'm dreaming here.
Oh, so it's like an NPC. Or perhaps like a bad guy. I thought he had like a main character role. But we do see Eggman here.
What's he doing here? Oh, never mind. This time I'll get him good.
But this time we finally are chasing who we were trying to get after. Even though Sonic didn't know what the hell was going on there, it definitely does showcase what's going to be leading to the final episode of the Lost story. But it doesn't matter for Sonic, because all Sonic cares about is Eggman. Oh, okay, so he's one of the pirates in the Pirates Universe. So was it for like a specific episode that he was voicing off? Or is he going to voice more with these pirates, perhaps? Okay, now I have to get... Okay, I've done the puzzle. I thought it was going to take a while to do that puzzle. But yes, now we're in the final action stage. Stage 10. Final Egg. Alright, here we go. Alright, we see some familiar robots. And I think we've had this theme as well before. Okay, that's cool. So he's gonna get more roles. Was Jacksepticeye originally, like, has he done other voice work in other shows as well? Or is this his first ever work of doing voicing? There we go. Those are my most annoying enemies I have to come up against, because they'll trap you and then they'll try and charge at you. I don't really like facing against those enemies there. You can do the light speed dash on here and destroy everything here. So there is a bottom pathway here as well. So if you drop down, okay, there we go. You can get some rings here. Oops. Then, let's see. Poppy Playtime and Vacation Simulator. Okay, I haven't heard of those shows before. Yeah, life up. Oh no! Overtake! Killed me. No. Okay. We'll just avoid that and skip that. We'll just go through the normal way. Go through this big cylinder. Oh, they're games. Oh, I see. Yeah, my knowledge about Jacksepticeye is that I know that a lot of people like Jacksepticeye. He's an Irish dude, got blonde hair, and that's probably all I know about him. But yeah, he's a really big YouTuber. Like, he first started off as playing a lot of these games on YouTube, and then I guess now he's doing Twitch. Like, he's streaming on Twitch nowadays. Like, all these YouTubers, Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie, Markiplier, they used to do a lot of YouTube content, playing games on YouTube, primarily for the most part, back in 2012, 2013, and then they started going on to Twitch now. Because YouTube itself, in terms of content, when it came to Let's Plays, have changed. And you just get more value, get an audience to play games on Twitch compared to YouTube. So that's what I'm seeing. Like, they still do YouTube content, but they've changed their YouTube content. Because I remember PewDiePie was a big example of this, is that PewDiePie, he used to do a lot of games. He was really for kids and stuff, playing all these games. And then he changed his demeanor, like 2017, 2018. He became different in terms of personality. And it seemed like he grew up with his audience, whereby he was talking about very adult-weighted content or older viewed content. He wasn't acting silly or goofy as PewDiePie before. Like, he's changed his demeanor completely in terms of his personality. Markiplier's OnlyFans? Really? Like, what is he gonna show off? No, seriously, what is he really gonna show off? I mean, is people really buying into Markiplier's OnlyFans? Because I can imagine Markiplier is gonna be all goofy and silly, and just have like comedy reference videos about him just doing silly shit on OnlyFans. I don't think he'll have sexual themes with his OnlyFans account. That's what I'd assume, because Markiplier has always been kind of that silly person. Like, I think Markiplier has always been kind of goofy, silly to how Game Grumps is. Like, the way how Egoraptor and JonTron runs for Game Grumps. That's how his persona is. Like, his persona has never changed. PewDiePie's persona has changed, but not Markiplier. He's always kept true to how he is. But it's interesting though, like, you know, he's trying to grab revenue from that space, really, OnlyFans. Now, OnlyFans, the only person I know a lot in terms of OnlyFans, by the way, I love doing this, like doing this light speed attack on all these guys here. And also, you can rapidly do the home attack. Like, when you do home attack, it's so fast here as well. It's incredible how fast you can do the home attack. What's my favorite 3 Sonic villains? Let's see. Dr. Eggman, number 1. Who else? Would you consider Shadow a villain? Like Shadow, early Sonic Adventure 2? I'd say Shadow. And then the third one. That's a difficult one. I don't know what my third one would be. Honestly, I just love anything that involves around Sonic vs. Eggman. Oh, it's so difficult actually, in terms of villains. I mean, who would you say your top 3 favorite Sonic villains are? Maybe that'll help me with my opinion a bit more. But Jenny, I'm a guy that likes to see Sonic and Eggman battle. And we're coming off to one of my favorite moments in the Sonic franchise, between Sonic and Eggman as well. By the way, this was one of my favorite boss fights in the Sonic series. In Sonic Adventure 2, do you really think that Shadow was an anti-hero in the beginning though? Like, I felt him as a villain. Because he used Eggman to get the thing started on getting the whole Bylizard project started. Mecha Sonic from Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Sage from Frontiers, and Infinite from Forces. So I like Mecha Sonic, but it comes to a point whereby I feel as though Mecha Sonic, Metal Sonic, they're all under Eggman's umbrella since he created them, in a sense. And also, they don't really have a persona or personality to their own. Sage, I liked her in the beginning as well, from Sage, but then I didn't start liking her when she was so like, oh. She kept on repeating herself over and over again to Sonic in a lot of the beginning episodes. Like, oh, you know, you're gonna ruin everything all, and why do you don't just give up, give up, give up, give up. That's what she kept saying for the longest part in episode 1 and 2, and then she started to change herself. Infinite was cool in the beginning, but then it became unrealistic how Sonic beat the crap out of him many times later and stuff throughout the story. Because in the beginning, Infinite kicked... Oh, I'm trying to spin dash up here. There we go. Oh, I dropped again. Wait, so let me roll. Okay, oh. I don't know why I'm having a hard time doing this. It's a normal roll, and it rolls back down. Oh, there we go. That's what I did. I'm trying to get up here, so there's a little secret. Yeah, he was thinking of avenging Maria, actually. You're right about that. But the way how he avenged Maria, he was going to kill everyone on the planet. He was like, oh, I'm going to kill Maria and I don't care about anyone. I guess he could be considered anti-hero for that as well. But I just think it was just an evil thing to do, really. Yeah, because he didn't understand what Maria really wanted. And then decided to help them out in the end. Because it was really Gun that killed off Maria, really. Which is kind of strange because they killed off Maria, Gun, and then he started working for them later in the series. What about top 3 characters?
Yeah, not bad.
Sonic, number 1. Then Knuckles, number 2. Number 3. Tails? I really don't know, actually. Ooh. You know, while thinking about it. I think my answer is very cliche. What about you? Shadow, Tango, and Espio. Espio's cool. I love Shadow.
Well, if it isn't my pal Sonic.
Well, my pal Sonic. And I'm not surprised either. But yeah, this was great for the build-up though, for the final boss in Sonic's story. I love it. I love this so much. Alright, time to take the rocket and skadoosh! This is definitely my favorite boss of all time. The Egg Viper. Doesn't really matter in terms of difficulty, I just love everything around it. The theme, the voice lines, and the get a load of this. Espio is pretty bad, as not gonna lie. What do you mean by bad? You mean like in terms of skill or power level, or just doesn't have much reference to himself? Like he's only really been in Sonic Heroes, right? And also Knuckles Chaotix, I believe. He was in Knuckles Chaotix, right? Oh, okay. Dodge that. It's weird though, like I was getting shot by Eggman right now and oh, I can't hit him there. I think I can make it through Eggman. There we go. Oh, you mean cool in general? Okay. Yeah, I see that point there. I think they should probably showcase him more for his personality. Like those type of characters, Espio or Vector or Charmy or Cheese, Cream, they don't really have much to show and offer really. But yeah, I definitely feel as though my answer is now cliche after hearing your answer. And I said Sonic first, Knuckles second, and Tails third. Actually, you know what? I think Knuckles will be first for me. I think Knuckles is my favorite character. I prefer Knuckles, especially Sonic Adventure style Knuckles. That was like my favorite, the way how they depicted him as a character. More than Sonic. I think Sonic would be second though. And then Tails third. And then again, I think most of my opinions around these characters are just based on this game, the way how they portrayed them. I don't really see them to be my favorite characters after this game. I think this is the only time I felt as though I had more of a connection with these characters to actually like them as those characters. But then after that, I was like, I just play it for the games, really. Uh-oh. Oh, I should have just home attacked into him. Okay, now top 3 final boss fights. Egg Viper, Sonic and Shadow versus Shadow, and then the third one, Super Sonic versus, what was it? Eggman's robot, big robot at the end of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Yeah, Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Yeah, that would be my third one. That was epic as well. I love the whole Death Egg Zone in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. That was really cleverly done by Sonic Team. I loved it so much. That was amazing.
Hey, I'll play with you some other time.
I think if Death Egg Zone bosses had the same attachment to how Adventure was doing it with this one, I think that would have been definitely the best one. But because they had no voice lines back then, they only had like just the boss itself, you had to fight it, and that was it. Yours are Perfect Chaos, Fire Lizard, and King Arthur from Sonic and the Black Knight. Oh yeah, King Arthur was great. I've seen those videos from King Arthur and the cutscenes and stuff. That's amazing, actually. I actually like that one. Perfect Chaos and Fire Lizard is alright, in my personal opinion. They were great. I don't like what he did with Perfect Chaos in Sonic Generations though. Sonic should have definitely been Super Sonic against him, and I think that in that part, they should have just pretty much had... they probably should have just had an Eggman robot. They should have Egg Viper or Egg Walker in replacement for Perfect Chaos if they're not going to do Super Sonic there again. And I also love It Doesn't Matter as well. It's from Sonic's theme that we're hearing right now. Actually one of my favorite themes. But yeah, we are finally done with Sonic Story, so that means we have actually cleared all of the character stories in this game, and you guys know what that means. We're going to be doing the final story after the credit ends. I mean, we've pretty much discussed top 3 characters, top 3 final boss fights. What about top 3 levels? So, what are your top 3 Sonic levels in any game? Top 3. My favorite will be, let's see. My favorites are... No, the game is not over yet. That is basically, we just completed Sonic Story. So we completed Sonic Story. Now we have to do the final episode. And that will be meaning that the game is finally over after we've done the final episode. The final episode is just a huge boss fight. That's it. And then the game will actually be open after that. But yes, my favorite 3 levels. Oof. Okay. Let's see. Windy Valley. 1. 2. 2. Twinkle Park. And then 3. Red Mountain. Oh yeah, you did say your favorite 3 stages. Green Hill, Cityscape, and Speed Highway. Yes, now I remember. That's right. My one just comes from 1 game, your one comes from 3 separate games. I do remember now. Now for City Escape and Speed Highway, I got a question for you. And also Green Hill, actually, all 3 of them. Which ones do you prefer? Do you prefer Green Hill, Cityscape, Speed Highway in the original games, where they came from, or do you prefer them in Sonic Generations? Yeah, Speed Highway is amazing. like it will be a runner. It'll be a run up for me for Speed Highway. I like it so much. That's still great. But yeah, what do you think? Original stages better than Sonic Generation style, or Sonic Generation style stages better than original stages? Now, for me, from your choices there, I like the original stage from Green Hill better, from the original Sonic the Hedgehog. I like Sonic Adventure 2 City Escape better than Sonic Generations, and I like Speed Highway's original stage of Sonic Adventure more than Sonic Generations. Just because Speed Highway had 2D sections, City Escape it didn't have 2D sections as much. It did have some 2D sections, but I feel as though some of the set pieces were pretty much overdue, especially the last part whereby the truck was chasing off and then it went too silly, whereby it had all those extra gadgets on top of it. And then also I feel as though Cityscape's natural theme of using the snowboard at the beginning of the stage was really cool of how it's done in the original game. The one in Sonic Generation, even though it was much more fleshed out, there was no considering of momentum because you could pretty much boost down anyway. So, but Green Hill, I think, you know, classic is this classic. Green Hill, it's just amazing. I think that's the best one out of it. Yeah, the original ones. Yeah, I do agree. Yeah. But Sonic Generations, those re-envisionment of the stages are still great though. I did like those stages, the way how they did them anyway. I think my favorite stage in Sonic Generations though is probably Sonic Heroes one, Seaside Hill. I like that one the most. I think that one was better than the original for Sonic Heroes one, the way how they did it in Sonic Generations. So that was great. Was it John Sunuri that sang this as well? I think it was. And here we go, Sonic relaxing in Emerald Coast here. Top 3 side characters from Sonic games like Chip. Oh, okay. Yes, I like Chip actually. Would you count Tails as a side character, or are you talking about characters that just are one-offs really, like Chip? Since we could say Takao, I guess, or we could say something like I don't know, some side characters, like one-off characters, really. But yeah, Chip is definitely one of my favorites in terms of side characters that you mentioned. Chip was the reason why I loved Sonic Unleashed a lot in terms of the story. I think Chip and Sonic's relationship was really great on that. Tails account? Okay, so we put Tails in first, of course, as a side character. Then Chip second, and then third. Third one's difficult, actually. Oh boy. I don't know, really. I don't know what to say for third one. Well, what would you say your top 3 side characters are?
Select your character.
So yeah, after completing all the stages, we get something called Super Sonic here. And here we go. This is the final story here for Sonic Adventure. So now it shows that we can actually play as Super Sonic. But we start Mystic Ruins in the adventure field. Yours are Chip, Takao, and Saha from Secret... Oh yeah, Saha from Secret Rings. I haven't actually played it, but I've seen cutscenes and it's cool. Takao is great, yeah. Yeah, Saha is great. I actually like Saha as a side character. Was there a side... Would you count... what was it? Excalibur as a side character for Black Knight? Was it? Sonic and the Black Knight, yeah. Would you count Excalibur as that as well? What's my thoughts on the Sonic movie? I wasn't a big fan of it, actually. I think they changed so much of what Sonic was. I know a lot of people loved it, but I had a different view of how the Sonic movie should have been. That's my personal take on it. What about you guys? Did you guys like Sonic the movie for Sonic? For both of them, 1 and 2? Excalibur account? Okay, cool. I love music. It's like, chaos! No chaos! My chaos! But everything's back to normal.
Emerald is where it belongs.
And he's also got the Order 7 there.
But Angel Island is still falling.
Actually, no, it's only 6 Chaos Emeralds he has here.
Sense.
Not 7 then.
Maybe.
Yeah, a lot of people enjoyed the second movie. I have not watched the second movie. I've only seen the first movie.
That I brought back with me.
Now, the voice for Sonic was amazing. I actually liked the voice role.
I'll take them to Sonic
Not
for
so much the
advice.
first one. Okay. Yeah, okay.
Eggman.
I mean, the only thing I liked so much from that movie, from the first one, is just the voice acting. Sonic's voice actor. I forgot the guy's name again. Ben Schwartz? Oh yeah, Ben Schwartz was the guy. I think, honestly, Ben Schwartz is better than Roger Craig Smith as a voice actor.
As what?
The guy that got him, I think they should have Ben Schwartz as the voice actor for the Sonic games, than compared to Roger Craig Smith. But here we are. Eggman is down, and he came to Knuckles. It's a chaos, blah blah blah, and then he's gone to Psycho. And now we see Sonic in his natural habitat.
Guess Eggman learned his lesson. Yep.
And this is events
Now
after
maybe
what
I'll
happened
take
as well.
another vacation somewhere.
Hey there,
Hey,
Tails!
Tails. Did you find the tornado too?
I've seen this voice
Never mind that.
in cutscenes so much as well.
Angel Island.
Top 3 versions of Sonic, like classic
No
Sonic, for
way.
example.
Who blew it this time?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay,
We
cool.
better hurry.
So we will put Adventure Sonic first. Second, I would put Modern Sonic, and then third, I'll put Classic Sonic. In terms of those versions, right? So that would be the versions I'll pick of Sonic. Oh wait, so we need to go and try and find this plane, since it's all bad. And I think, what do we do? So do we go to Angel Island first to check up on Knuckles and Eggman, I believe? Oh, these guys are still here. The guys were so disappointed as they headed home. Everything they worked so hard is gone. Classic, Adventure, and the Werehog. Interesting take. So you actually like the Werehog gameplay from Sonic Unleashed? What, and if you did like the Werehog gameplay, what do you think of terms of Werehog versus Sonic Frontiers gameplay, since Sonic Frontiers has combat gameplay just like the Werehog? Do you prefer Sonic Frontiers combat better than the Werehog, or do you think Werehog's combat is better? There's kind of different opinions around it I've seen from people talking about it. Oh, kinda. Okay. So do we go up here? No? Oh, there we go. We go here. Frontiers worked better. Yeah,
Sonic.
it was more simple.
Sorry.
Knuckles and Eggman. What happened here?
He stole my Chaos Emeralds.
Yep, Chaos went
And
berserk.
Chaos is still alive. What?
It would make sense that he's still alive as well.
Ah, he's not gonna get away with this.
Hey, Eggman, wait up!
And Eggman's blasting off as well.
Chaos is a fearsome beast. If he gets that last Chaos Emerald, we're done for.
No need to explain. We'll get on it. Tails?
Right.
Alright.
What?
And also, we have to go back into the past as well,
Jeez.
just to get the last part of the story. So this happened after the
This
events
place.
with Sonic going into the
looks
park with Lost World. So this will actually
Not a
follow up
dream
really good as
after
well.
all.
It's just a vision, really. I would say it's not really a dream. It's just a vision from the light to showcase what happened in the past. Yeah, he should have had a boss fight in Forces.
No way.
Did you hear what I said?
I won't obey.
We need those 7 emeralds to give us total power.
And that's her father,
Power for the
Pachacrac.
people. And they are your people too, you know. We must get that emerald.
Greed is our enemy.
I mean, Takao can't do anything against her father with all those guys there.
Please don't do this.
And those little baby childs are going to do nothing even for you.
I don't listen to the words of a child. Ready, men? Charge!
And he's pretty much topple over as well. But these echidnas are aggressive though, because they're like twice the size of Knuckles. So imagine if these guys were still around and they didn't get extinct. Knuckles' figure probably would have been different. Hippie vibes. Yeah, she does. The way how she designed and stuff. I wouldn't say from her personality, but yeah, definitely from the way how she dresses. She definitely has those hippie vibes around her. I agree with that.
Oh, it's a monster!
And he wouldn't allow anyone to mess up and stuff, so that's what happened. They find that Chaos Zero's there, and then he uses the Chaos Emeralds
Hey, are you alright?
and pretty much burns down the whole place. But it doesn't really kind of explain what happened after that.
Oh my gosh. No.
So it seems as though he's about to transform into Perfect Chaos here.
Wait up.
Yeah, like it's taken them what, 22 years, and they still haven't done anything about the Chao Gardens at all. Nothing from the Chao Gardens at all, and I miss those as well. Chao Gardens.
The controller serves to unify the chaos.
Like it's a simple simulator as well. Like they should have the codings back then from back then, and they should be able to do it to bring back the Chao Gardens. Absolutely.
Stop him.
So she calls the Master Emerald, and the Master Emerald actually tries to stop Perfect Chaos. Yeah, I want to raise the Chao
I
again.
was on a snooze
And
cruise,
yeah,
I
it will
guess.
drop next year. They're gonna drop it around December
Listen, you
time.
okay?
Sonic the
You just
Movie
sorta
3,
conked out
2024, at the end of the year.
Knuckles left already. Come, we gotta go after the last emerald.
Lead the way.
I think there's gonna be
She's doing
another
it
movie
with
as well. They want to do
Tornado
a
too.
4th movie as well. But yes, we need to find the lost emerald, and the last time that was on the emerald is that it was on the tornado, and the person that had the tornado lost was Big the Cat. So I guess my best assumption is that it's somewhere in the jungle, because I first thought the impression was that Big the Cat actually gave the Tails back the tornado plane, but it seems that he did it. He didn't even know who it was. But at least it's realistic in that part, that Big needed the tornado, because he couldn't jump off and die, but Sonic was able to jump off the air carrier and survive. He was the only one that was able to survive there. You want to see live action Metal?
Look,
That'll be
it's
interesting
a
to see.
tornado too.
Yeah, so let's get the Chaos Emerald and leave.
Alright. And they're about to get it,
What?
and Chaos snags it.
No! He's got the last emerald!
Now what do we do?
Well, can't do anything. It's already happening. And then we go back to how it was in the opening for the game. So we saw Station Square. It's all nice and peaceful. And then everyone's just, walking around. I mean, if this was actually done, like a remaster or a complete remake, and we had this at Station Square, this would be amazing. And we had suits like this. Everyone's going to die. Oh no. And then the walls are shaking here. And then here we go. Which is interesting. Chaos has the power to control water and create floods and actual natural disasters around it. I wonder if he can control natural disasters like tornadoes, earthquakes. We only need to see a lot of water coming in and it just flooding the whole Station Square. So yeah, there's no way there's a lot of these guys going to be surviving from this as well. It just came out of nowhere. And then look at the damages only after a couple of minutes later. So much people probably died from here. And then now we see Perfect Chaos, which is way bigger than Chaos 6. Chaos 6 was small compared to this. That's why it made it so unbelievable when Chaos 6 is that small on Egg Carrier. He should have been way bigger. Chaos controls water and Iblis can control fire, yeah. What does Mephis can control again? Darkness? Yeah. Because Iblis was a depiction of Satan, isn't it? That's what Sonic 6 was trying to do. I don't know what Chaos was trying to be a depiction of. Like what ancient folklore that they were trying to do with Chaos.
Looks like he's after Chaos too.
I mean, Eggman tried his hardest to try and talk him down. And now he's shooting at him. Even though it doesn't show in that animation, you're trying to shoot him, and then bam! Big boss cannon, and Egg Carrier destroyed in one shot. I just hate it whereby in games you have like a really cool CGI cutscene. Perfect Chaos looks badass. You come back to the actual game graphics and it looks like crap. I hate it. I hate it so much when games do that. CGI looks way better. And now we see the flashing light. But now we see an actual form of Tikal coming out now.
Who sealed Chaos in the Master Emerald?
Yeah, it was going to be a remake of 06 for the Wii. And they had to cut half of the team to make Secret Rings as well, on top of it. So that's why Secret Rings ended up the way it did. Like a small Sonic game with Wii controls around it.
Filled with anger and sadness. And if it goes on, he'll eventually destroy the world like he did before.
So he destroys the world, yeah, but what happened to the original Perfect Chaos? That's the thing I don't get. Like, he got most of the echidnas extinct, because he couldn't kill all the echidnas because Knuckles is alive. But what really happened to Perfect Chaos? He destroys the world, but nothing happened after it. They didn't say what happened to Perfect Chaos afterwards. Like, what stopped him? Maybe Sonic's ancestors stopped him? But then again, that wouldn't even make sense anyway, because Eggman, in one part, has built Sonic, apparently. Some people say that Eggman created Sonic. So, it's kind of a strange one, what actually happened to the original Perfect Chaos, in terms of the story. So now, Chaos has used all of the negative energy in the Chaos Emeralds, but we still have the Chaos Emeralds, and now you can see that they're all colorless. So everyone's bringing the Chaos Emeralds to Sonic here.
Hey guys, what's up?
Chaos only used the negative power of the emeralds.
And this is the first time they've ever done this in the game as well, by
Sonic,
using the
you
negative
should be able
energy.
to harness their real power.
And apparently they still have the energy of the real power inside of them, despite them being colorless.
Tails is right about this.
Oh yeah, Big the Cat. Oh yeah, by the way, that third voice was done by Ristar. Ristar was saying that it wasn't Ristar, it was Dynamite Headdy. So there was a Sega game on the Sega Genesis called Dynamite Headdy, and they used that same voice to say that line there. So he uses it, and he was able to harness the raw energy, and now he becomes Super Sonic. So this is the first time you see Super Sonic in 3D as well. This was his original design. But yeah, this is the final fight of this game, the final boss. We are up against Perfect Chaos. So we are at our ultimate form at Super Sonic. Perfect Chaos is at his ultimate form, and now we are up against to actually fight him and stuff. So typically in this fight, we have to pretty much go in the speed panels and actually get our fastest speed, so we can actually boost up it and actually destroy him at his actual core here. And we have to do this in 2 sequences. So this is the first part here, and as long as you don't get hit by anything and you actually have the blue all around him, you'll be able to hit him. It's just only the second part whereby it gets messy and stuff. Also, the rings definitely get depleted as time goes on. So once we hit 0, then we'll have no more energy left. It'll be a supersonic, and we'll die after. You missed a lot. You missed a lot because we had a lot of information around Chaos being able to take all the emeralds, and he is now perfect Chaos. He destroyed Station Squid, killed a lot of people, but he only used the negative energy around the Chaos emeralds. So then now Sonic was able to get the positive energy around it to actually become his perfect form now. What makes perfect Chaos so perfect? He's really just unkillable, really. Because Sonic didn't actually kill him. He just nullified his negative emotions. That's what really happened in this fight. He's attacking him, he didn't actually kill him though. And then he reduced him back to his original form, whereby he was just neutral again. Because, you know, Eggman started the process of making him negative by collecting it for his selfish needs, whereas Sonic nullified it, and then he went back to his neutral energy form, and then he realized what he was. So I guess that's what makes him perfect, because yeah, even though Sonic defeated Perfect Chaos, he didn't kill him or destroy him, and he never came back. Unlike the Bio Lizard, whereby both Sonic and Shadow did take both the Bio Lizard out. And that, whoa, what's going on? Wait, what the hell just happened? Okay. I just clipped through the wall there. Yeah, he is the massive dick. Because every time an Eggman tries to control these monsters, he has no much understanding of what they do. So Eggman has no idea about the folklore or anything behind it. Eggman found a mural at one point, and then he just assumed that, oh, we're just going to be able to destroy the world. Like, he finds it and then does it. And he's done it in multiple occasions. Like, he doesn't understand the full lore of it. And only the Sonic characters was ever able to give the lore from knowing what Perfect Chaos really is, from all those past remnants from the light that happened throughout the stories. I mean, they didn't understand it themselves, but Takao was warning them that don't make this happen, and it actually did happen. There we go. So that's the second hit. So do we need to do one more hit here? Or was it? Yeah. He's definitely a boss of how you control Perfect Chaos. But me personally, I think that, you know, Eggman doubts his abilities too much. Like, he's good enough to try and defeat Sonic by himself, really. He does have 300 IQ, but I think because he's so egotistical on how smart he is, that's what his downfall is. Because I think we can easily defeat Sonic, but he over-jealouses himself way too much, and then that's his downfall. Just like most other villains. Like even Cortex as well from Crash. Cortex can defeat Crash, but he even ego-sizes himself as well, a lot as well. They're both very similar, him and Eggman. I can't say much for Bowser because he's just a big talking dinosaur. Or should I say turtle? Yeah, boss is now beaten. And now he's back. He's nullified, and now he's in his neutral state. And now we see the baby child's coming around him. And then we'll also see Takao coming in soon as well. But this isn't their moment to do it.
Again. This time for the better.
Yep, for the better.
Yeah! Supersonic must have neutralized it, so it's nice again.
Yep, pretty much.
These are the Chao you were protecting.
Well, I don't know if he was protecting them at this point, but I thought one of the Sonic characters were protecting these Chaos because, you know, they're the Chao Garden.
They stayed alive for generations and now live peacefully with humans.
Now that sounds like bullshit to me. They said they stayed alive for generations, but when we raise our own Chaos in the Chao Garden, they die. These Chao die at some point in time. How the hell did they stay for that many generations? So these Chao are like angels or something, and they're like what?
Thank
They
you
look like
so
baby
much.
chows, but apparently they're probably adult chows here. He should. You should spin that through him and also lock him up in jail. But they just Sonic always allow him to get away and stuff. That's the thing. He always allow him to get away, all the time. Oh, like kill him? If we kill him, then I guess the Hedgehog series will be over. Because I doubt there'll be any other villain. Maybe there might be another villain to come around.
All's well that ends well, right?
But I guess that's game logic, whereby they just don't want it to die.
Sonic?
And I love this ending cutscene. Like, they was like, oh yeah, all the ends was right, and then Sonic's already in his next adventure whereby he's blasting away. Oh, thanks. Thanks so much. But yeah, that is the actual end of the game right there, actually. So yeah, we have to walk through this credits here again, but this time we're gonna actually listen to Open Your Heart. This is the main theme of the game, and we see the last cutscene and events from the last story. But yeah, we are finally done. So that actually totals up to about 9 hours. I think almost 9 hours. 9 hours of us trying to complete the game. So generally, in terms of a playthrough, it takes probably about 6 or 7 hours. But because we did a lot of detours and stuff around this game, it took us an extra couple hours. Yes, everyone is dead, Tails. But yeah, also welcome Sam, Ram, Nemtoid Taken. That's a long username. But yeah, welcome. I am doing another Sonic game next, but it won't be Sonic Heroes. I'll tell you that. My next stream will be a different Sonic game though. I am doing 2 Sonic games in a row, but it won't be Sonic Heroes. I can at least give you that for sure. I mean, it's fitting that if I do the first one, then I need to do the second one in the Adventure series as well. But I do like Sonic Heroes though. Sonic Heroes is a good game. It'll be the Adventure 2. That'll be next. I mean, it's more fitting if I have to do one of the Adventure games, I need to do the next one as well as my next stream. But then after that, once I complete Adventure 2, afterwards, then I don't know when I'll do a next Sonic game because I'll be moving to another game franchise. The only thing about Sonic Adventure 2 I need to start with first is that I know this game has loud music. Sonic Adventure 2 somehow has even louder music than that shit in comparison as well. Even more so, which is crazy. It's gonna be blasting my ears out. Yeah, but yeah, both games are amazing. Adventure 1 and Adventure 2. But the thing is though, my Adventure 2 playthrough is going to be a lot more short than Adventure 1. Are you doing the cheat to put Big in the cutscenes? Wait, there's a cheat for Big to be put in the cutscenes? I thought Big was automatically put in the cutscenes for Adventure 2. I didn't know that was a cheat. How do you do the cheat? Do I have to like press a certain button? Because I've seen him like running in the cameos and stuff. Can you actually do the cheat as well on the GameCube version as well? Because I'll be playing the GameCube version. I think this is like the bridge part of the song. I know a lot of people love this song the most out of this game. Personally, I like It Doesn't Matter better than this theme in Sonic Adventure. I like the specific character themes more than Open Your Heart. mash the A button. Okay. I'll look into that actually. I'll look into the cheats and I'll see if we can get Big to come through all his cameos on Adventure 2. And we're nearing the end of the credits as well. A or B. Okay. We're trying to get Big to come in Adventure 2. And then we get a nice little splash screen to show the end of it, whereby Chaos is in another world and Takal's there with him taking care of the Chow. So it seems as though Chow, they're still living somewhere. So that means that Takao is still alive, I guess? Your friend Nassim had someone mod SA2 Bao to put his character mod in the game. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, there's been a lot of mods for most of these Sonic games recently. The modding community in the Sonic team is really amazing, actually, with all these mods you put into these games. Especially the Sonic Generations team. They do a lot of mods. They even did a mod for Sonic 06. Those stages. So, adventure mode. Let's go into adventure mode real quick.
Select a character.
And we got everyone locked. So what I wanted to do, I want to head back into the adventure field. And I wanted to kind of showcase what happens with the conversations and stuff with all the people we've been talking in Station Square. Where do we end up at the end of this stuff? Yeah, Takao and Chaos went to the afterlife in heaven, but apparently Takao in the end said that these Chow are still here for many generations, they're still alive. So she probably assumed that they're still alive and stuff. Let's see here. You can see Robotnik's fallen airship in the sea, it still hasn't sunk, it's just flowing there. I don't think it showcases... Oh, there we go, this is one conclusion ending. So, remember, she's always been waiting for her father. Dad's home, Dad's back, this is great. This is my wonderful daughter, she keeps me young and optimistic no matter how old I get. So, at that point, whereby there was a strike, and then now the strike is over, now they're back together there. That is the scenario there for those guys. Is this the Mr. Noel guy? No. My mom's been depressed since yesterday, I've been down too. Is this the kid for her mom going to the casino? I have no idea. Now we go to the burger shop and see what happens here. So she's still in the burger shop. Oh well, I just can't do it. I can't even talk in front of him. I'll never get to know at this rate. So nothing really happens between these guys. And then this guy said, what's wrong with her? You don't see many customers who are too nervous to buy a burger. And she's been that way since yesterday. So she's really realized. Chaos just survived near the end of the world earlier. Yeah. So this is the events of what happened. And you know the funny thing is that we've survived the world earlier from this. And it seems as though Station Square is back to normal. As how it was before. Exactly how it was before as well. I wish you could actually buy a hamburger in this game. Like, you could actually buy it with your coins. And you can actually see Sonic eating the burger. So this guy's talking about the Chow. Say the cute. Let's see what's happening here. Is anyone here? No. A nice sunny day and no one's not here. And let's actually go over here. I think this is the couple, right? It's not that I thought you were so great. I was just so lonely I could not stand being alone. So it looks like they broke up. Oh, let me see if I can talk to this guy. Whoops. Stand in front of him and talk to him. No, can't talk. There we go. Don't expect too much. If you got high expectations, you'll just be much more disappointed. So they got exposed that they had an affair. Now they're broken up. Station Square should have been destroyed. Yes. And why is no one dead? I have no idea. I really have no idea. It seems as though when they neutralized Chaos, they must have used a magic spell to actually bring back Station Square back. So everyone is still here. So we've seen the saga as well, that the fear that happened really pretty much broke their relationship. I'm not gonna, actually, you know what, we should go to Mystic Ruins as well to see what happens with the adventurers, but I'm not gonna go all the way in. I'm not gonna talk to everyone specifically of what happened. Like, they had their exploration team, but let's just see what the updates are in Mystic Ruins, really. So this guy's still here. Ready exploration party set for Rose. The second party heading to the jungle shortly after the first party, but since they didn't pick it up, so he's still staying behind. That will be later. We will definitely be going to the mini games and playing that. I'm really interested in the Strange Mountain, but we gotta continue looking for the ruins. Okay, that as well. And yeah, there's not really much. Since the first party still hasn't returned, we're gonna send out another party. Hope they're okay. But that's that as well. So the other thing I wanted to do is I wanted to go into the Chao Garden. So I wanted to showcase that first in the adventure field. So that's another important thing you can do after going through the story is going into the Chao Garden. But the most important Chao Garden to go through is Station Square, since you can actually do the races in that garden. The other ones don't have the races there. So always left elevator that takes you to Chao Garden. The right one brings you to the boss fight, which only Knuckles could get into. So that's that. Oh, wait, hold on. What's going on? Are we going to see mating happening? So whenever they have a question mark and they're sitting right next to each other, sometimes they have mating priorities. So depending on what idea they have and stuff. So I have a lot of Chao in here. They're very all young. So this guy is like got nothing here. And this guy is really young as well. I don't think we have anyone that's kind of specialized as well. So everyone is just... Oh, he's got like a mean look in his face. But he hasn't got anything as well. We've got different colors of Chaos here. But we're going to try a Chao race. I have no idea if I've ever trained up any of these Chaos. This is from my original Chao save file. So even though if you have a different save file for playing a different mode, you will always have the same Chao save file reoccurring. They don't have different save files and stuff. So actually, I've never trained any of these guys. They're all here. Okay, so we have a 99, level 99 Sonic. But everyone else is 0. So I'm just going to take a 0-1 and just see like what happens when you bring a completely basic baby Chao into a race. Like, can these guys race off against these guys? Or do you actually have to level up them a bit? Because I think beginner races are probably about level 10 to 20 in terms of stats. And I think these guys have matured up a bit. So we have a guy here. And in our Chao races, whenever they're flashing, you press A and you can have a bit of a boost. So we're going to see a certain cutscene when they start flashing. But this is the first entire level whereby they have certain little interactions so you can see them pushing it. So this is the test of their strength. And because I pressed A there, they had a little mini boost. And this one's being controlled by Gamma. Gamma is actually looking after this Chao. He just said hurry up. And I think that's Knuckles that said run there. But that's the cool thing. It's like you have the voice lines as well from this. So everyone in this game is talking. Oh, I missed out the A there. But yeah, because mine was a baby, I definitely not going to finish there. So that's that. To actually showcase the Chao racing. Dual race is more experience and I have no training, and then party races that you can race up to how many Chaos? Well, that's glitched out. I think probably up to 4 Chaos at the same time. And that's more of like a multiplayer concept whereby you can have another friend to play with their Chao along with you. So that's one of the multiplayer options you can choose in this game. If your friend has their copy of their Chao there to come into your house and then use that. So that's that. We have the trial stuff. And also you can go down here and we can look at the emblem results. So each character has 3 different levels of the emblem. So C is the original missions that we complete. B and A have different missions to actually do it. And each of them have all based on their stages. Adventure Field has emblems as well, so you can actually collect up to 12 emblems. Mini games as well. Chao Race, you get emblems, and then ending, we got all the emblems towards the endings. That's endings of each of the characters, plus Lost Chao story. That's that. Action stage. You can actually do any of your favorite stages again. So if you go here and you actually click onto any of them, you can actually play them. And also you can actually do a different mission. So if I go into Emerald Coast, because I've gotten C, and I click on OK again, it will showcase to everyone what is the next mission to do for Mission B. You have to do it. So collect 50 rings and destroy the capsule. Emerald Coast, so we just collect 50 rings. It's kind of simple. So I will kind of speed through this. I forgot to do that skip. But yeah, all I have to do is collect 50 and collect it. So every of level B for Sonic stages is just collecting 50 rings. That's it. So after you collect 50 rings, now we just have to complete the actual stage now. Luckily, there's not much hazards on this stage, so it's not that bad to actually clear it. And there you go. Just making sure that I don't get clipped out here. And we just play the stage normally. And I don't think there is really much hazards now except for the monkeys. Monkeys are the only ones that probably take away my rings, but other than that, it should be nice and easy to get around this. But yeah, definitely Emerald Coast is such an iconic stage for this game, and even people say that this is their favorite stage. I like this stage because it's a good introduction, but it's definitely nowhere near my favorite Sonic stage in this game. Absolutely not, for sure. Alright, looking all good now. We could have done the skip to go to the other side, but we're just going to take it nice and slow. Right, hit the checkpoint. We're going to take the skip here. There we go. Oops. Yeah, these bounce panels. And then, just skip there. And now we're near to the end. Oh, it wasn't Generation... Oh yeah, I forgot. Generation DS had other stages. It wasn't like the Generations that we saw as well. Yeah, I forgot about that. Honestly, forgot about that.
Yeah, not bad.
When was the first time I discovered Sonic? Back when it first started, with all those commercials. With Buy the Sega Genesis and Sonic competing against Mario at the time, back in 1991. That's the first time I discovered Sonic. That was a cool aspect when they was having fights and stuff. So we've done the action stage there. I don't really want to showcase all the action stages, but we will go into the mini games.
Select your character.
So each character has specific mini games that you can actually play and stuff. And
select a game.
We've done all these mini games again. So we've done Sky Chase, Act 1 and 2, and Adventure, Ice Cap, Sand. Oh, we haven't done Sandhill. We haven't done, and also we can do the boss fights again. But we'll do Sandhill for Sonic because we actually haven't done Sandhill at all as Sonic that I can think of. Because there was no point in the game whereby we did the minigame. So Sonic is actually able to do Sandhill. Because Sandhill was in Tails' storyline as a mandatory thing to do. But this is an optional thing you can do in Sonic's trial mode. And all essentially is that you just have to keep on going with the multiplier here. You get more score as long as you have the multiplier intact. I tried to avoid doing the speed panel. Oh, they actually had something for Sonic on the Sega Master System, and it came out. That's interesting, actually. I did not know about that. I thought the first appearance for Sonic was the Sega Genesis. I didn't know that it was on the Sega Master System first. Ah. Alright, so now we are nearly at the end of this stage now, so we're just gonna go through these hoops. Bap bap bang, and then pa-pow.
Hey,
there we go.
some other time.
Oh yeah, I do remember when he said that yesterday, when he said first originally was Sonic 1 Mobile and then Sonic Boom. Oh, the Sega Mark. Okay. That was the first time. Sega Mark. Okay. So that was Sonic. And now let's go to Tails' minigame. The one interesting thing I wanted to show for Tails' minigame, we've done all these. The one I wanted to do the most was Twinkle Circuit, because we did not do Twinkle Circuit for Tails. I simply discovered it with Video Games Thrift Store back in early in 2004, thanks to commercial toy ads and Sonic X the animated cartoon. Oh yeah, that was a good time to see Sonic, actually. There was a lot of stuff with Sonic going on. Sonic X, the games, and then there was toys everywhere. There was a lot of merchandise. Yeah, absolutely. That was a good time to be taking a look at Sonic back then. Oh, okay. It was an old Sega racing game as an air freshener. Ah, I see. I had no idea, actually. But yeah, Tails in this one has pretty much way better handling than both Sonic and Knuckles. But the thing is, Tails' top speed is nowhere near the matching speed of Sonic and Knuckles. So, that's one thing to put out. So you can, I mean, it's easy to control Tails here, but you'll never get a higher speed if you can finally fully control the carts compared to Tails and Knuckles. Absolutely. But Tails is the third fastest in terms of time, which is good. I think we can get this here. Yeah, so we went through the middle one to get the ring. Now the second one we're going to do it to the right. So the third time we go around. Oh, it wasn't a Sega racing game? Oh, so was it just a normal platforming game? The one on the Sega Mark? Alright, 538. Now we're kind of clawing our way through. This time we just make sure that when we go on the ramps, we just go and cover to the left side here. Alright, 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 okay. Go Tails. And I wonder what it was then, what type of game it was then. Our highest time was 37.92, second lap. So we've done Sonic, Tails, now we need to do Knuckles on Twinkle Circuit. This is going to be important. Knuckles is the best in Twinkle Circuit, which I was very surprised. No, they mean it was in a racing game, but the game wasn't made by Sega, and so Sega sued them for stealing the character. Oh! Okay, so it wasn't made by Sega, okay. Okay, that makes sense. So, when Sega sued them, what happened to the lawsuit? Did Sega win the lawsuit? Knuckles the Roughless Rough. Alright, here we go. I played essentially the Master System version of Sonic 1, but it was on the Sega Mark II. Oh, I see. So in terms of performance, do they still work out the same then? So if you played on the Sega Mark II, is the performance of the game still the same as if it was on the Sega Master System? Like, the Sega Master System, was it like as a port over to the Sega Mark II, or did they make changes to those versions? Oh, Sega Mark III. Okay, they won the lawsuit. I thought they maybe would have backed out of it. I don't know. And then that goes to question, when did they actually make the character Sonic then? So 1989, when that game came out, and then they had the lawsuit, when was the design Sonic actually realized? They actually made Sonic. But yeah, you can see the time. My fastest time already at 31 seconds. That's a 6-second deficit compared to Tails. 6 seconds. And I'm still not really doing that great as well, so you could actually get around 30 or 29. There's actually speedrunners out there that do a really good job. Okay, so our highest lap was 31:45. Yeah, because Sega had so much mascots back then, they wasn't thinking of Sonic to be their favorable mascot. And Sonic just came out with much more bad advertising afterwards. It was created in 1982 Sega, but they didn't use them for a while. They were planned to be a rival for the main character in a dual sequel initially. A dual sequel, what? So Sonic was created. Interesting. So we've done Amy, we've done Big. So let's do E102 in Twinkle Circuit. I forgot how E102 Gamma controlled the Twinkle Circuit. I forgot so much. Because I remember Sega had other mascots like Alex Kid that didn't work out. And then they had like a character from Fantasy Zone as a mascot, and that didn't work out either. Oh boy, this handling is awful. That turning. Oh boy. His handling is awful. He's fast, but handling is really bad. But the turn. Oh, I nearly died. I nearly died off that ramp. I just reached the tip of it. So I guess I need to slow down before I reach that ramp, or else I'll just die. Okay, so he's able to get the thing, the ramp, 48 seconds, first lap. Huge time deficit. Because of these turnings, it makes it very difficult to keep going. So the working title was going to be Sonic's Sister. So originally, Amy could have been Sonic's sister? Oh man, and would it have been Sonia from Sonic Underground? How could this be? Which, by the way, do you guys feel as though Sonic Underground is canon? That Sonic actually has a brother and sister? I don't know how to feel about that. I haven't watched much of Sonic Underground. Okay, this feels a lot more better. We still hitting walls, but it's not pleasant to play. It's definitely not pleasant to play. Sonic Underground was crazy. You know, at that time I was watching more Sonic Saturday morning cartoon more than Sonic Underground. I thought that was really awesome. Everything around that one. So we've done that. And I want to personally play one of my favorite minigames in this. I want to go to Amy. And I want to play Hedgehog Hammer.
Select a game.
Sonic Underground's Satam and Sonic Spinball are all not canon. Yeah. So what about Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog? Is that canon? Written by Dale and Mobius. And there was like 4 Chaos Emeralds. Was there like 4 Chaos Emeralds in that? Chaos is canon? Okay. Yeah, because they had those characters in Sonic Heroes. Oh, this is so difficult. Okay, 41. Yeah, 42. I remember I used to get 7k, 8k in these mini games. But it's so difficult now. Let me try again. Oh, we get an emblem. Nice. Wait, Sega Sonic the arcade game is canon? Interesting. Because I thought that was just a normal arcade game. I played that game. That game's awesome. No, Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. That came out in the early 90s. That was like the first original cartoon for Sonic. Did worse than before. I don't know, this is so difficult now. Before I used to get high scores on this. And now I either get around 2 or 5k. I want to do one more time. One more time. Okay, I want Supersonics, please. Supersonic. And even so, I can't even get normal Sonics. Oh, and I missed one. And I hit an Eggman. Oh, no, I didn't hit Eggman that time. Oh, now I did. Okay, 1/5. Yeah, this is not gonna happen. I'm just gonna spin. See what I get. Oh, it's not even hitting it. It missed 3 Supersonics in a row when I tried to spin. Okay, that's enough of that. I think my luck ran out with this Hedgehog Hammer. Why can you only find things about ASH when I search in English? What's ASH?
Select your character.
I don't think there's any other exciting minigames to try out, to be honest, because we've seen it in the adventure mode, but you can always try these minigames out whenever, really. So now we go to the mission mode. And this is a new addition of what's happened in this game, so what we do... we should play as someone else, really. So, Tails, Knuckles, Amy. I think I'll just pick Tails.
Here I come, Sonic!
Yeah, Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog is what I'm talking about. So that's the cartoon I was referring to. Oh, here we go. Isn't a parody? Weeds are growing all over my place. I must get rid of them. So we collect these mission pads, and they have certain trivias. Weeds are growing all over my place. I must get rid of them. Yes, it's official, actually. It is definitely official. I must get rid of them. Okay, so we need to find where weeds are at, and you have to get rid of them. And the way how missions do work, they actually start to get activated in a certain place. So if there's anything unusual that you usually don't see, then you know you are at the right spot. So these weeds are pretty much the same. Let's actually go over to the workshop. There might be something here, so we need to find something kind of different around this. Oh, look at this! So there's a lot of weed here, and yeah, now we have to clear them here. So it's by Tails' workshop. So maybe Tails is the one that actually had that problem in the beginning. So you just kind of take out the weed. Let's use the spin attack here. Yeah, the actual show is amazing. You should definitely check out that show. I love that much. I like Sonic X. I like Sonic Satam. I like Sonic Boom. Yeah, it came from the Pingus meme. Sonic Life Series? What's the Sonic Life Series? And Sonic Gaga? What's that? Wait, what? And there's the weed here. And then when you complete it, it gives you this cool thing. Mission clear! I like it. So yeah, you find it all over the adventure field for these missions. And that's the, and then yeah, you can also go here. You can show, and there's a total of 60 missions. Each of them marked yellow are the Tails ones. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 missions. The Tails. Let's see for Sonic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's a lot. It's like over 10. But yeah, you get my drift. There's a lot. Oh, so it's on Amazon Prime. So is this like a new series? Sonic Life in Gaga, if it's on Amazon Prime. Yeah. Okay, so let's see if we can find anything here as well. Oh, we got one right here. Get 10 balloons on the field under the time limit. Alright. So, where's the 10 balloons? Oh, we clicked on this. Apparently it's all scattered around. That's one of the 10 balloons. Oh, there's one right here. 2. Is where they made the posters in the IBM wallpaper from. Sonic Life was made in 1993. It's not on Prime. Oh, okay. I've never heard of it actually. This is the first time hearing about this. Oh, Sonic Adventures of Sonic is on Prime. Okay. But Sonic Life is a different thing. I gotcha. Oopsie. Nine. And then... Oh. Guess I have to go all the way to the top then. This last one. Right, let's try it this time. Yeah, we get it. That's mission 47. Great. So we're gonna quit that there, but that was just a good little showcase for the mission mode. And then the next extra thing we can do is the minigame collection, which is all on the Game Gear stuff that you can play. It wasn't about Sonic for Gaga, but it had all the Dreamcast characters in it. Ah, I see. The only thing we actually have unlocked is just Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic Drift because of the amount of emblems we have. Every time you have a set amount of emblems, more mini-games of the Game Gear games do get unlocked. And there's quite a lot of Game Gear games you can play, so... We will start with Sonic the Hedgehog here. And we'll play through it. So you can see the controls here, move character, jump, sprint, attack, display menu, and we can actually start here. The main character was Amigo. Okay. Was that also 1993 as well? Gaga? Sonic Gaga? Or was it just called Gaga? Ooh. This game was really tough. I don't think I've ever completed more than the first level of this game, because I think this game is really tough. There's gonna be a remastered Amigo. Is this a new thing about a remastered Amigo coming out soon? Or is this something old? Every time you jump, like, oh boy. It's like the camera follows you and it focuses you on the center, so the jump isn't very. Oh, what did I do there? It's like it spun for a bit. Wait, what's going on? Okay, I just had to spin it. But every time I try to jump, it doesn't feel like I specifically jump in that spot, so it's kind of hard to navigate the Game Gear controls. It doesn't feel kind of like the classic controls on this. Amigo was an old Sega game, and now it is remastering his game. Oh, okay. No, I haven't heard about that actually. Wait, what just happened there? Nice spin. Oh. I'm probably gonna die here now. I got no rings. Oops. They've remastered several times? Hmm. Am I gonna go down if I click on this box here? What? So what's even the point of having the iron box with the downward arrow? Oh, there we go. Jumpy jump. A new Amigo game was announced at the most recent Nintendo Direct. Oh yeah, the Nintendo Direct. What did you guys think of the Nintendo Direct, by the way? Whereby they pretty much had the biggest reveal that they had the remaster of Metroid Prime. Like, are you guys Metroid fans? And then I think they also showed more Zelda stuff as well for the Zelda sequel. I think those are the two biggest highlights for me. When you say play arcade, are you talking about that Sonic arcade game? Any moments you feel as though the Nintendo Direct did good? Oh, you're kind of a Metroid fan? Oh, 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 oh. I have a confession to make about Metroid, and I don't know if you'll like it though. I am a fan. Well, I like the game. I'm not a fan. I like the game on the Wii. The Metroid game on the Wii. What was it? Metroid Zero Mission? Or was that the GBA one? The one whereby Samus actually talks. And she becomes more emotional. And people don't like that one. Because it doesn't depict her in the games. I like that one. That was made by Team Ninja. But yeah, you can tell that I'm not really much of a Metroid fan, really. So, I've only played that one on the Wii. I played the one on the GBA. Metroid. And actually, I played both of them on the GBA, including Zero Mission as well. So I played both of them in the GBA, and then I played a bit of Metroid Prime. I haven't finished off Metroid Prime. But I wasn't thinking of gonna get the new remastered for Metroid Prime anyway, because I still have it on the GameCube. Now, I was thinking of playing a Metroid game in the future, but I was more leaning towards playing the Wii version of Metroid, because I actually like playing that one more. But I'll probably play more Metroid games in the future anyway, but the one I was thinking of playing Metroid would be the one on the Wii. Point Iro Akina Suba Chan Nai. I have no idea what you're talking about, Sam. So is this related to Sonic, or we just saying many different arcade games in general? Something I'm not getting, really. Okay, let me try again. There we go. Oh, roly poly. I'm dead, right? Yeah. Wow, there's a lot of death pits. Alright. Alright, that's a game over. And I guess we start again, but let's try the other one. I played Toa and I just learned what Warcraft is. Warcraft as in the PC game, Warcraft? So now we're playing Sonic Drift, the racing game. So this is officially the first Sonic racing game. Even before Sonic R. Chaos GP. So we can select who we want to be. We're going to pick Sonic. But yeah, the first one I played on Sonic the Hedgehog, the game felt kind of pretty buggy. Why is he in a car? I have no idea. I guess he just wants to give people a bit of a chance to actually beat him. Oh, there we go. Now we're getting the hang of it. Ooh, I guess we should turn right as soon as we see the signs. Okay, there we go, yeah. Once we see the signs, we definitely turn right there. The games I liked when it was back here, when it used to be this way in terms of racing games, I liked Rock'n'Roll Racing. That was on the Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo at the time. Game's not that bad though. Oh, we got an invincibility. Nice. Wait, is this... You can do anything on Sonic CD in terms of the theme? Wow. So, if those are the only drivers you can choose from, I guess there's no other drivers in this game, so you can't choose Knuckles, or Knuckles won't be available as an AI. Alright, round 2 Marble. Personally, they should have had a collection back here, whereby I included all the Game Gear games, because I remember collections happened around this time, and all they just did is add Sega Genesis. Oh, it is, you can do anything with the invincibility, yeah. There we go. Now we're just crashing into everything now, it sucks. Oh no! Whoa, whoa, and we keep on missing the iron boxes for the invincibility as well. I can see the marketing gimmick for this game because naturally Sonic is fast and they wanted to appeal to people that also like fast things like cars, so put Sonic into a car with having characters as well to show that he likes going fast. Yeah, I can see the whole appeal to it of making this game. Which I wondered, Sega could have pretty much had remakes of these games, Sonic Drift. Point Blank, Point Break, Eurobeat, Euromix, Akina, Akina Straight, Subway Ferry, Subway Street, Chan Chan, Todoroki, Todoroki. Okay, so these are related arcade games back then. Yeah, okay. So I've heard of Eurobeat. Eurobeat is a common one. Euromix, yes. The others, I'm very unclear about. I have never played those games. I've known those. Oh, so it wasn't a debut song in Sega's Sonic CD. It was actually in Sonic 2 Master System. I did not know that. So they just pretty much remixed the song from Sonic 2 Master System and put it into Sonic CD. I see. I wonder if people speedrun this game, Sonic Drift. If they have any enjoyment speedrunning something like this. I mean, I personally wouldn't. I think I'll probably rip up the soundtrack and listen to it, but that's the most I'm getting out of this game right now. Oh, I screwed myself over again at Red Iron, whatever that was. This one's got kind of a loop going. That fudum sound type of thing. I don't know, like the background reminds me of the palettes from the original Sonic the Hedgehog. The background, how it looks like it. Some people do probably speedrun, yeah. I don't know if they have much enjoyment doing it though. I've seen people speedrun Sonic R. That is some crazy stuff. It is broken though when people speedrun Sonic R because there's a certain glitch. They go to the side and they can keep and complete the laps within mere seconds. They do like a loop of going to a certain corner next to the starting position, and then they just keep on doing the loop and the loop and the loop and the loop again and again, and they finish the actual lap in under 10 seconds for each level. But yeah, what speedruns have you guys seen from different Sonic games? I've seen Sonic Unleashed speedrun, I've seen Sonic Adventure 1, 2, Heroes, Sonic 06, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Sonic 2, Sonic 1. I haven't seen a Sonic Generation speedrun, but I think that's all the speedruns I've seen in Sonic games. The 4-break tap? No, I have no idea how to do the 4-break tap. This is legit the second time I've ever played this game in my life. First time ever completing Sonic Adventure DX. Second time right now. I've never know how to do any strats in this game. They use the levels from Sonic 1 in this game, a lot the same. Yeah, that's why I was see it as. It looks like it to be that way. Okay, I am going down and down. Wait, there's more in this Grand Prix? I thought it was just 4 races. They're going all the way here. Yeah, so this looks like Starlight Zone. The Sonic 1 map level. There. Only problem is though is that I can't get past Eggman. This guy is just blocking my way. Okay, now we're in the lead. Oh, now we crashed again. I mean, it was just available for me, so I started playing it. But I've never played what you said there, Atran or Larry, no. What did you hate the most? Oh, in old school games when they push someone else's car and keep advancing? Yeah. And it even slows down your car as well. Alright, Scrap Brain. So this is definitely a part of Sonic 1. That's why I like games like Road Rash, that if someone's in front of you, you can still beat the shit out of them on the side with your motorbike. Now, those games I liked back then, in terms of racing games. But because you can't really interact with these guys, except if you have items, I guess? It's not happening. Unless Sonic rips out like a rip or something, you can beat them on the side. That'd be great. But these guys need a bit of a ripping. You have to turn out Twitch, both accelerate and brake, and turn then hard, like how you drift in real life. I'll try to do that. Yes, I have streamed for around 3 hours now. My favorite car game? Ooh, that's a good question, actually. Favorite car game? There's so much to choose from. Like, there's Burnout, one of them. There's F-Zero GX on the GameCube. That's another one. Ooh, there's so much. I really don't know, actually. I really can't tell you. Can't say. Because I'll just keep listing a lot of good racing games. But remember that game, Quantum Redshift on the original Xbox? That was also another charm of mine. I actually did like that back then. And then there's also, oh, and also my nostalgic one, Micro Machines V3. I love playing Micro Machines V3. Yeah, they don't really hold your hand in Sonic Racing games. They actually don't. You just have to get used to it. And get better. Look at Sonic's face. He is bummed. Need for Speed, yes. Especially Underground. Midnight Club, yes. I like Midnight Club. I haven't played much of the Hot Wheels series. Gran Turismo, yes. I like the classic Gran Turismo games. You still have Micro Machines? Which one have you played from Micro Machines? Did you play the Sega Genesis ones? Micro Machines V3, V4, the PS2, or even the new one, World Racing Series? Okay, that's me done with that. And I guess the last bit before I end the stream, I'm just gonna just play some of my favorite stages, really.
Select your character. Let's get him.
The OG, so the original one from the Sega Genesis? Okay.
Select a stage.
I played those. Oh, you mean for the PlayStation? That's the one I was talking about. Micro Machines V3. That's my favorite one. That's the best one in my opinion of Micro Machines. I love that one. I love that Micro Machines. Like, what I'm trying to do as well is that once I can get better internet in my area, because right now I'm on fiber optic, which is nice and all, but my upload speed is damn trash. My upload speed is about 18 upload. So when I try to get multiple people to play with me in that game through Parsec, it just goes to shit, really. You love Akina Pass, Initial D is a classic, Lonely Warriors Forever. You got a very archaic burn. I see there. Like, you love those type of old school drivers, races. Well, how do you feel to the Sega Blade arcade racing games like Outrun, Daytona USA, Sega GT, games like that? What do you think to those racing games? I like the Outrun series a lot. When I played that. Oh. Alright, time to go fast. Yeah, I don't know what A-Trend is. I'm guessing I just said something that is A-Trend there. Maybe you're saying it as an abbreviation there, as how you're saying it. Or are you saying it in the Japanese terms? Yeah, the Sega arcade games in general are definitely good. One of my favorite Sega arcade games, which is a fighting game, was Virtua Fighter. Well, personally, I like Virtua Fighter 5, Final Showdown. But that's more so console compared to arcade. But the old school Virtua Fighter games are fine, as it is as well. Atran. Okay.
Yeah, not bad. Select your... Let's get him!
Alrighty, so that was Rindy Valley. So... let's go to Red Mountain. Red Mountain, here we go. Alright, see you later, dude. Hope you had a good time watching and chilling out. We'll catch up again. I love the pianos in this. I got like a sad feeling because this will be like my last stream for Sonic Adventure, and I really love this game a lot. It's sad that like this will be my last stream to actually play this game. This is a shame, really. I've always had those feelings whereby like you play a game and then you always want to replay it again. It'll be a while if you played it again, which sucks. Alright, up and away we go. This time we get the life up. And this time we're gonna go on this here. Because I remember we messed up here. We might as well use the like speed attack again. Yeah, I actually do replay it, but in terms of streaming, I don't think I will replay it anytime soon. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna play more Sonic games, but after that, I want to definitely play other different games that's not Sonic. So I don't know if you've checked more of my YouTube channel and you see like the type of games I played, so it gives you a good familiarity of what type of games I will be playing in the future. I mean, I also did a Sonic 06 Let's Play as well, and that was one of my first Let's Plays I did on my channel back in early January, I believe. So, right now, Sonic is leading with the amount of games I've played so far. There we go. But this time, I'm not going to skip out the shortcuts here. There we go. Now we are bursting through here. The rings are in good placements whereby you can kind of position yourself. It doesn't feel like you're always holding up, but just to make you know that it's a 3D Sonic game, not a 2D one. Here we go, the clairvoyance of actually running around now. And then rings coming out, and then here we go. Springer jump. Open the items. Here we go. I'm definitely feeling the soundtrack. Oh, I lost my bubble. Yeah, the soundtrack definitely has that vibe because the piano is really great when you're outside, but then when you're inside, it feels like you're in really hot suspense temperature and just rocks so much. Alright, on the rocket, onto the capsule.
Yes.
And there we go. Nice.
Yeah, not bad. Select your character.
Alright, so we will play one more stage. The stage I'm going to choose is going to be Twinkle Park. And then after that stage, we'll end the stream here. And then we will do another stream tomorrow. Yeah, so I'm really digging the stream time as well. So that's why I like doing these streams for so long now. Like, you know, streaming for multiple hours. And especially like I can kind of showcase more games by streaming long anyways. Because if I was doing my old stream schedule whereby I was just streaming like an hour, then this would have been a 10-day Sonic Adventure playthrough. That's what would have happened, but we put it from 10 days to 3 days now, which is great. But now we've actually got the black car. I don't know what color we had last time. Preferably, I like to always go for the blue car, but I wasn't thinking now, and decided to go for the black car here. And zooming off. Oh no, I missed it! Yeah, sure. When you get the chance, you should definitely stream it. How good is your internet though? Is your internet good to stream? Like, do you know like what's your upload speed? And how good your PC as well to stream as well? If you do stream Sonic Robo Blast 2. So that's some of the questions you need to know first before streaming. So at least other people will be able to experience like a good quality from the stream before you do stream. Because you probably need to increase your bitrate and stuff. Your bitrate needs to be handled by your upload speed as well. Okay, so if it's pretty good, and you know you've done it before, then you should be good. Wait, don't say I've died again. Okay. But yeah, that's good. Because I know that a couple years back, I could not stream at all. I had like shitty internet because of the fact that I was sharing internet with my family, so my upload speed was compromised, whereby I could only use a certain amount of upload speed. And also, the ISP at times would always disconnect and fail on me so much times. And it's supposed to be one of the best ISPs over here in my country, but the advertising and scamming sucks. That I couldn't actually be using the internet consistently. So then I had to pretty much wait for a couple years until I decided to, you know, put my own money and just get my own internet from a different ISP that actually also supported fiber optic at the time. Less download speed, but higher upload speeds for me, and it worked like a charm because I was using my own internet in the house, and every time I played an online game, pretty much the connection was really good, considering if the other person's connection was good as well. So if I was playing games that had delayed netcode in games, and also the other person was good, and they was like from China or USA or Japan or even Australia at times, the connection was actually good. Because, you know, most people rely on Robot netcode for really bad, dodgy connections. And I don't really need Robot netcode in my connection. I can handle online games with delay-based netcode pretty fine. So that's what I like about my internet right now. So then I was like, hey, might as well start streaming as well, because now I can actually stream the games I like to play. Do I get a strike here? I got a strike! So you can actually hear the sound of this. You get, how many Raves of Rings do you get? So 4, 5, 6. You get 6 Raves of Rings if you get a strike. And I lost all my rings because he darn monkeys. It's best to go this way. Damn it. I missed everything there. Oh, there we go. Let's see if I can get the invincibility item again. Oh, let's get it. Yeah! This is my favorite invincibility theme in any of the Sonic games. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I love Twitch. Yeah. You know, my first idea was basically to stream on YouTube because, you know, quite honestly, I was watching a lot of YouTubers when they Twitch and, I mean, when they stream on YouTube from the corporation and stuff, and I thought it was really cool with the interactions and stuff. But the thing is, what I did notice when they were doing these interactions and stuff like that, they had large crowds, like large crowds of people talking to chat stuff, and they didn't really interact with most of the people in the chat room and stuff, and it was really difficult for them to keep up. But I like whereby small streamers, now we're looking at small streamers on Twitch, whereby they have better communication value with their viewers compared to like large streamers, because you actually pretty much talk to them line by line whatever they say, rather than just talking to probably 2 or 3 people throughout the entirety of the stream and they're focused more on the game and stuff. And I like it. I like it. Because, you know, there are some times where I talk to people, even on Discord, at times, and they only just type to me. And I was like, oh, why don't I just talk to a lot of people on Twitch instead that might like the content I bring out? And it actually was good. It's good. I actually like the experience so far. Now, I just need to just keep the consistency. I think that's the hardest thing about streaming is consistency. Like, you don't want to just fall off and not stream anymore. Which, I do think I have a good consistency, because I've done other events and other hosting things, but not Twitch things. So I think I can kind of hold it down by streaming consistency. So, as I can say, tomorrow is going to be another stream, and it will be at the same time. Which, again, I need to also write down the schedules on my Twitch stream schedule, so that's what I'm going to do later. I'm going to put in the schedule every time when I'm available, so people would know when I'm available, because I don't think it tells you guys when I'm live, right? It doesn't like tell you guys like, oh, I'm live streaming right now, but at least in the schedule you guys can check it out and it will show when I'm actually live. So that's what I need to do. So after the stream, I'm going to rest for a bit as well right now, and when I get back I will do it. But at least for now, the first episode is up on YouTube, so I actually got the first episode uploaded on YouTube, so anyone can check that out. But yeah, YouTubers, the people who subscribe to me, are going to be lagging behind, whereby you guys are ahead watching what the latest thing is going to be on Twitch. But that's what we're going to be doing. But yeah, I'm going to end the stream here, so thank you guys for watching. Tomorrow, I've already pretty much bled out, we're going to be doing Sonic Adventure 2. We're going to be starting Sonic Adventure 2. I'm going to try and think of a way to make it interesting, whereby we will be doing a mixture of Hero and Dark at the same time. So it's not going to be, oh, I'm going to go through all Hero and then Dark. We're going to do like a mixture. But I need to think of a good, clever way. But yeah, I'm going to have to do a lot of work as well with Sonic Adventure 2 before the stream as well. So I'm going to be doing that as well. But yeah, Sonic Adventure 2 stream will be happening tomorrow. And yeah, thank you so much. And also enjoy your day and night as well. Thank you guys a lot. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care, guys.